Nice. Okay, so guys, we are broadcasting. For those listening at home, welcome to the Live from the Sword Coast podcast. My name is Kevin Madison, and I am your Dungeon Master for this evening. Tonight we are playing the second session of Deadlands Hell on Earth, featuring our sort of echoes of the characters that the players normally play in our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign, the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, published by Wizards of the Coast. We only have 2 players with us this evening, but they are 2 of our regular participants in the Live from the Sword Coast podcast. Who wants to go first here? You guys want to rock, paper, scissors it?
Try.
Go for it.
All right. My name is Jeff Ivey, and I'm playing Malcolm Buckman, and he is a Templar, and he is a big man, and he fights with a very scary homemade Tetsubo. And actually, Kev, I came up with a new little flavor addition for my character.
Nice. What's that?
Time. His original sword that he was given when he became a Templar has shattered.
Really?
And he has sewn it into his tabard across his red cross, and he wears it with him wherever he goes.
With 3 bennies, you get an extra benny for that. That's really fucking cool.
Sweet.
Oh, and both of you guys, incidentally, get you were on time as well. You guys both get the Jeff bonus, so you get a bonus to XP just for being on time for the session.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And Steve-O, you want to introduce yourself? Who you are? Who you're playing?
Yeah, I am Diego the Dragon Dunnegan, Wasteland Scavenger, and Notorious Bandit. I've scavenged the wastelands trying to stay alive, drinking my Dr. Pepper in order to avoid certain doom as a result of the nuclear holocaust, and I use my wits and my street smarts to stay alive. And right now I'm on an interesting detour with these fine gentlemen that I've run into.
Mm-hmm. The detour, for those who want to listen ahead or rather want to hear the first part of the story, I would encourage you to go back to the let's see here, July minus 14, so it would be the July 3rd podcast. That was the first session for this adventure. If you want to avoid any spoilers for what's going to be happening or what has happened thus far, I would encourage you to start there and then come back and listen to this afterwards. Otherwise, I'm going to start with the session summary now. So last session, we found our guys, or our heroes, camping in the Wasted West, along with 2 of their allies, the somewhat delusional undead psychic Mao Jinggao, and the mutant holy man who is a Doombringer, a worshipper of the radioactive glow, named Barry Adams. All 4 of the guys were camping on their way to a town called Rose Valley. For various reasons, each of them had become involved in or interested in tracking down this cult called the Cult of the Burrower, I think it was the Burrowing Queen or the Crawling Queen. It was this sort of rival cult rivaling the Doombringers and the Doomsayers, some of the other sort of apocalyptic cults out in the Wasted West. The guys awoke and were ambushed by a bunch of raiders who had discovered their camp and hoped to find easy prey. They did not find easy prey, and our heroes fought their way out of that encampment, got involved in a running chase or a running fight, I should say, with the other members of the raider gang. They managed to elude them, and then they discovered on one of the ways to, on one of the stops along the way to Ruby Valley, they found when they woke up. Oh yeah, you guys hit that storm, didn't you?
Yeah, there was like a poisonous rainstorm.
Yes, hit the rainstorm. You guys had to stop for the night because Diego was starting to fall asleep. And then when you woke up, you found a half-buried sign to a Target store, which you, one of you recognized. I can't recall who. And you dug it out and found this store underneath there, which you guys proceeded to try and loot. You then found that the store was attached to actually a mall that was submerged in the sands. You used Barry's spell to blast your way in there, and in the course of looting the rest of the mall, or trying to pillage the rest of the mall, you were cornered in one store by a group of humanoids who were chanting, "Shop! Shop! Shop till you drop!" And you saw crawling out of the shadows into the light afforded by one of your road flares and or crude-made torches. You found a horrible Saint Bernard, or not Saint Bernard, German Shepherd-sized crossbreed of equal parts rat and cockroach, which Diego horrifically identified as mall rats. And that's where we left the session last time. So before we dive back into the action, Steve, we were just talking before. We had a little hiccup with the connection. We were talking about your advancement. You get to pick one advancement still?
Right. I just have a little trouble finding that, and I was looking at the manual here. What is it? The Making Heroes one. Is that the one?
Let's see here. There is. It should. The cover should look a lot like this, Steve. I can't see. There we go.
No, I don't think I got that one. Sorry. I may have got it, but sorry. So wait, is an advancement like just like picking an improvement in one of your stats, or?
What you do is, yeah, either you get a couple choices. You can actually hold up. I just sent. Wait, I've got the book here. Where do I need to look it up? The advancement is. Let's see here. You get to gain a new edge. You can increase a skill that is equal to each skill is linked to one of your attributes. If the skill dice is lower than the linked attribute, you can raise it up, raise two of them up by one. If the skill is already higher than the attribute, you get to raise it by, or you can spend an advancement to raise it by one. Or you can buy a new skill at D4, or you can increase one of your attributes by one die.
Should I increase an attribute? Maybe what do you got here? Smarts? What do I use that for? Streetwise, I guess.
Smarts is used for smarts and agility are used for contested tricks. Remember that you can use in combat. You can try and do a trick as an action to cause the parry of the other party to go down by 2. And like depending on what way either you try and trick them or you are trying to be faster than them. However you describe it determines what attribute you use, and that's the same attribute you use to resist that. Let's see. Your spirit is what you use to resist fear. Your agility is what governs how much it costs to raise a lot of skills, actually, like your driving, your fighting, your shooting. Those all are linked to your agility, and they're all at the max right now. But you also could raise, say, your driving to D12. You could raise your fighting to D12. You could raise your shooting. Actually, you could raise your shooting by 2.
Yeah.
No, sorry, you can raise 2 things. You can't raise your shooting by 2. You can raise the shooting and then something else that isn't equal to the max.
Okay. So I can't raise agility to D12.
You could, but the thing is that instead of having levels in this, they have sort of like experience bands. You only get to raise 1 attribute per experience band. So if you're raising your agility to D12, that's the That's the only attribute you get to raise this until you hit the next band. And you hit the new band every 20 points.
All right. I will increase my shooting by 1, and let's say my I want to go with survival by 1. What about that? Or what's
Yep, you can do that. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. And Jeff, are you keeping yours surprise?
Yeah, I'm gonna unveil it in game.
Nice. Okay, so without further ado, let's do some initiative.
Oh yeah.
That initiative in this game is all dealt with cards. Now, do you guys have the character sheets for Mao and for Barry?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Would you mind taking control of one of them each? The characters, I can tell you sort of what their combat things are, what to focus on. Who would like to take Barry? Barry's the Dave's character, the
I can do that, sure.
mutant. Okay, and that means you're in charge of Mao. Jeff?
Okay.
So Mao's big things are really like he's got that scramble brain thing, which
You like that one.
be shaken. Just a quick refresher on combat. Remember, you stage someone to shaken first, and then you go from shaken to wounded if you're hit by a physical thing. I mention this because Jeff, you've got one really kick-ass combo you can do with your kung fu ability. You're able to do an agility trick. Now, the trick, if you get a hit on it or if you succeed on it, you get a -2 to their parry. But if you get a raise on it, they're shaken. So that means that you can, kind of like like do some kind of kung fu thing to trick them, and then make your attack. And all you need to do is get a hit, and then they're wounded.
Right.
For extras, that means they're gone, and for wild cards like your characters, they have 3 wounds. You're starting off wounded. You're not having to hit them shaken first, then get a raise on your damage roll. Okay, I'm just going to have each of you have the other characters you're controlling act on your card, because that's just easier.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to go left to right on my screen here. First up is Malcolm. You get 8 of spades, and Diego, 10 of clubs.
Oh, right.
Bad guys, 7. Nice, 7 diamonds. So that goes then. Diego, and when I do this, I'll have your other character act so that staggers a little bit. The other character you're controlling acts on the other guy's turn.
Oh, yeah, okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah, so it goes back and forth between you guys then.
Right.
Okay, so Diego, you are up first. What you see is, like I said, those kind of, maybe 3.5 foot long rodent things with these sort of like cockroach-like mandibles, and there's disgusting chitin plates that are poking out of the tufts of fur. It's got those bulbous kind of rat eyes, but they're segmented like an insect. So they're kind of, looking around at you guys, and there's a little disgusting tongue that's like a pink tongue that's poking out every now and then to taste the air as they make their way in. You know from experience, Diego, as coming from a family of scavengers who prey on the wasted west, that these things are really, really dangerous. Other interesting side note too, they carry really vicious and nasty diseases. And then off in the background, you hear something else chanting. So, why don't we, Diego? What are you doing?
Why don't I? My goodness, I guess I better break out the. Let's double draw the axes.
Okay, get your axes out. You've got quick draw, so you can. You need to make an agility check for me, please.
Agility check. That's a D10, I guess, for me.
That's a D10 plus your wild die. Remember to set aside one of the D6s as your wild dice.
Mm-hmm.
And
I can't remember which one I was using last time. It was so good.
Yeah, it really was.
I loved my wild dice last session.
I got a +2. I rolled a 3, but I got about a 6 on my wild die, so I get to roll that again, right?
That's right. It explodes.
Oh, come on. 2 in a row? No, it's not possible. Yeah.
Nice.
Boom, that's 12. Boom, +1. So that was 2 plus 12 is 14.
14. Very nice. Okay, yeah. So you easily get both of them out, and you know what I'm gonna do because you rolled so well. I'll let you make a free. Let's see here. Agility trick. So I'll roll a contested agility. Who are you trying to Who are you gonna try and attack? I guess you can't see the whatever's chanting in the background. You can't really see them, so it's just the critters.
Sure, I'll make it look like I'm going for the guy in the front, and I'll knock out one of the guys who's chanting.
Okay. So, well, you can't see one of the guys who's chanting.
Okay.
They're off. Remember that this whole mall is pitch black. It's under 30, 40 feet of sand, and sealed up. So let me see here.
All right, just fast draw, and then I sort of do. I swing my axe around a circle a bit, and then I whip one into the next guy.
Okay. So let me see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you make a trick here and see if you can stun them. So Steve, go ahead and make a agility check for me, please.
Agility check.
Include your wild die.
All right, so that's 8 altogether.
Yeah, you beat him by 6, so you succeed and you get a raise. So this thing is shaking. It kind of it's like cowering as if you're its master. You can go ahead and make an attack.
Oh yeah. And my attack is a D8 now, is that right? Or what's no, my fighting D10.
And remember, you are two-fisted, so you're going to roll a D. What is it? Your throwing is a D10, so it's a D10 plus a D6 for each of the attacks.
All right. And they're still at a distance, these guys, so I have to throw?
Sorry?
I still have to throw at these guys, or at distance? They're at range?
Well, I mean, you can run forward if you like. They're certainly getting close enough to be able to do that.
All right. Well, before I get into trouble, I will whip them. I'll launch 2 at them. So 2 attacks?
Go ahead, make your attack rolls.
All right, D10, right? Plus, plus the die, that's a 5. And then D10 plus my 6-sided die is a 9.
9? Okay, so the 9 is with a raise. And remember that a raise gives you plus 1d6 to your damage.
All right.
Okay, so go ahead and roll damage. Your damage with your the first one does not get a raise. The second one does. Are you attacking 2 different mall rats?
I guess I may as well. Yes.
Yeah, these things are not super tough. The one is already shaken, and I'll say that's the first one you attacked. So your damage with your throwing axes is a D8 and a D6 normally.
All right, and then so one of them gets an extra D6.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. D8. D8. And we got 9 damage there, and then with the raise, and then 9 damage with the one that has no raise.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So both of them are dead. Wow. What does it look like?
They kind of sort of explode into a puddle of goop. They're only sort of loosely held together as they've been deteriorating from all the radiation.
Okay. They also are it's equal bits blood and kind of the like that gooey whatever that is inside insects. So it's blood and guts. Okay, then next up is Mao.
Mao. Okay, he's going to use Psychokinetic Bolt.
Awesome.
I don't know if he's described how this one looks for him yet or not.
It's the one that causes people's heads to explode.
The bolt is?
Yeah. He's described it as essentially like a telekinetic kind of like,
Oh, it's like from Scanners.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, so I'll use, so I can spend up to 3 points.
That's right.
And there's enough of them to attack?
There were 5 that were in sight, yeah.
Okay, then he'll shoot 3 shots.
Okay. He rolls his psionics skill plus his wild die against each of them.
Okay, so psionics, D10. All right. The first roll is a 5.
Okay.
Second roll
5 is a hit.
Is 10, 20.
Oh.
30. Shut up.
Jesus.
How the hell? Okay, this die is weighted. I've just rolled 4 zeros in a row and a 1. That's
Okay,
a 41 on the second one.
That's awesome.
That one killed his mother when he
Yeah.
was a baby.
That's definitely a raise. So he gets a plus D6 damage on that one.
And the last one's an 8.
8, also a hit. So you get to roll damage 3 times. It's going to be.
And one of them takes an extra D6.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Damage 6 to the first one.
Okay, it's shaken.
Now the one that got absolutely annihilated.
Yeah.
9 damage.
Remember that these dice can explode as well.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
And the last one. Oh, this one's the one who's actually going to get really hurt. 15 to the
15.
third one.
Okay. So you turn and focus your psychokinetic powers. All 3 of them kind of and drop down as their brains kind of pus out. Poof, poof, poof.
Nice.
Okay, so that's all the mall rats you can see are gone, but you can hear sort of more chittering in the darkness. Next up is Malcolm. What are you doing?
Well, if all the mall rats are dead, I'm just gonna lift up my Tetsubo, and I'm gonna yell, "Who's there? Show yourselves!"
Okay. Are you trying to leave some sort of impression with that?
I don't know. Do I have any kind of other than my size and how intimidating I look? I guess I think they can probably see that I'm wearing my Templar tabard.
Yep.
So
You do have the intimidation skill.
Okay, I do.
Yep. And
oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I'll use that then.
So let's see here. So I'm going to give you +2. Let me see here. It's a test of wills. I just want to see if you can target more than one.
Like more than a single person.
Yeah.
Well, we did just like crazily destroy their mall rats.
Batch. That's where the +2 comes in from. If you got a some kind of violent display or whatever, that's what you're able to do.
Right. Nice. Good job, team.
Go team.
It's kind of disappointing to roll all those 10s in a row for Mao, because now I'll never do that again, I'm sure. 41 is pretty ridiculous.
You know what I'm going to say is that it's basically you get a multi-action penalty if you're targeting more than one.
Okay, so that means that I take a penalty, like a -2 or whatever, to the roll.
Yes. Let's see here. Actions, multiple actions. -2 for each additional thing.
Okay.
You know what? No. Just go ahead and make your roll, and I'll kind of adjudicate from what what happens from there.
What's going on? Yeah, you know what's going on. Okay, I'll just make a roll. 4 is my best roll.
4 is your best roll. Okay. So and that's including the +2.
Oh, sorry, no, 6 is the.
6 is that. Okay. So you say that, and there's sort of a bit of a hush. So they're still kind of chanting, and the chanting from shop to you drop shifts to special, blue light special, blue light special, blue light special. What do you guys do?
I say, go find your blue light special.
Okay. Do you want to make an intimidate check there, Diego?
Sure.
I don't think you're not trained in it, so it's a D4 -2, and your wild die -2.
All right. D4 -2. Wild die.
Roll both of them, and whatever is the highest roll, keep that, and then subtract 2.
All right.
That's how you do unskilled rolls.
My highest roll is a 0.
Okay. It's not a. It's essentially like the Han Solo-ish. We're fine. How are you? Okay, so the one second, I'm just gonna grab another pillow. This thing is comfortable for most things, just not really sitting on the edge like this to game.
To lean in, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the let's see. They're still kind of chanting about this blue light special. Aisle 5, special. No, aisle 3. Shoppers attention. What are you guys doing? They're not.
Let's move. Oh, I'm gonna start moving towards them, for wherever the sound is.
Okay. Wherever they are, they start again chanting, shop till you drop, and then someone else is chanting off their blue light special.
All right. We have lights, right? Or do we?
Yeah.
No.
What if we had makeshift torches?
You got the torches, but that's not really lighting a bunch.
No.
If one of you guys with the torches is moving forward, who's carrying the torches anyway? I thought you've got the road flare, Diego, and I think it was Baradin who made, or maybe not. Who was the other one? Or Barry?
Right.
I don't know who had the torch, to be honest with you.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll roll a D4. The other one,
I'm probably not carrying it because I have a two-handed weapons.
we'll say Mao is carrying the other one.
Okay.
All right. So Mao steps forward a little bit as well. And you can see sort of the rough shapes of humanoid figures. Actually, you know what? Why don't you guys make let's see here. What is it? Notice checks for me, please.
Noticing.
I will notice.
Watch me notice. Booyah! 5 plus 6 plus 7.
I got a 4.
12.
4. Okay. And you got a 7, Steve?
12.
12. Okay. Okay. So Diego, you can see there's a split second where I guess as Mao is moving the torch a little further forward, because you remember you're in that abandoned sort of like jewelry store or junk store or something, and it must catch on one of the fallen mirrors, and it kind of casts the light out, or at least reflects more of the light out into the hallway. And what you see for a second is a group of about 40 subhuman kind of forms. They're very, very roughly, like if someone found the parts that made up a human but didn't know how they were supposed to fit together, that's what's sort of scrambling around out there right now. But you see on each of them is a red, like almost cape-like thing that's thrown over their shoulders. And you can see very briefly the same symbol on it that you saw on the sign.
Like the target symbol.
That's right.
Oh.
If you were to stretch, actually, Diego, why don't you make a common knowledge check? Remember, it's just your smarts.
Smarts.
Yeah.
Double D6. Boom. 5.
5. You know what? You're pretty sure it's a smock. It's like a sales clerk smock turned backwards.
Nice. He must be the leader.
I know this. They're all wearing it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
They don't seem to be wearing much else, is the thing. They're particularly pale, and yeah. So as you're going forward, the other...
Did I see them, Kev?
You did not, no. You rolled
Okay.
what, 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, because of the dark, it's you just don't, unfortunately, don't see them. They are, as much as they are misshapen, Diego, they do definitely seem fairly big. They're all hunched over and sort of scrambling around on 3 legs. They all seem to be carrying something as well, too, some sort of makeshift club or like hammer or something.
All right. Well, I tell the gang that and say, I think we still want to go explore the mall, don't we?
Well, it's not. Oh, is it an entire mall?
There's still an entire mall. There's these 40 are sort of clustered around outside of the build or the store that you're in, and you can hear they're still chanting that blue light special, blue light.
Well, they're all clustered together. Maybe we can blow them up.
There's none of your abilities will be able to target 40 people. I think the one ability that targets the most is Barry. Barry's Atomic Blast targets 2d4 up to 2d6 characters or targets.
Wow. Okay.
Well, should we just start blowing these guys away?
Yeah, like I don't know how vindictive we are. Like, they're monsters? Are you telling us they're monsters? Like, I'm asking
Diego?
Diego.
Diego, make another smarts check for me, and then can I ask both of you guys to make another notice check for me?
Okay.
Yeah, like, boom, 10.
Yeah, these things, in the Wasted West, in the time after Judgment Day, more often than not, these things are cannibalistic.
Okay.
Yum.
Then I would have no pity on them, and I would feel the need to destroy them in case any other hapless people wander into this mall who are not able to defend themselves.
Now, Barry may have a different perspective because Barry is he's a mutant, and his whole faith is about mutant kind and human, like normal humans, getting along and whatever.
Oh man.
So Barry might be trying to befriend them.
He may try and like extend an olive branch.
Okay.
But how'd you guys do in the notice checks?
I got a 5.
Notice I have D8, D6, and I got 9.
Okay. You hear both you guys. We'll say that Barry is sort of starting to step his way forward and kind of saying like mutant brothers, trying to make peace with them. Mao is just kind of mute and holding up the torch. Both you guys hear something is sort of moving. Some rubble is scraping against the floor from back behind you guys near the store.
Oh, better whip around and put one of my guns.
I hope that's not the blue light special.
Something tells me it is.
You guys turn around, and what you see... actually, I need you to make another notice check. Sorry, just because it's the darkness is... It's
You notice your limbs are torn off from your torso.
5.
5? Okay.
Holy fuck, I'm so blind in the dark. I got a 2.
2, okay. Steve, Diego sees that one of the doors in the back has been sort of pushed open, and there are 3 of those things that are kind of trying to sneak as best they can. They all have their jaws don't close properly. They've got awful pustules all over their faces. They're mostly bald, except for some sickly, like grayish hair that's sticking to the sides of their pale white skin, and they have a sinister and hungry look in their eye as they're kind of trying to crawl out. Initiative again.
Oh, yeah.
Malcolm. What is that?
Nice. Queen.
Oh, Queen. Nice.
Yeah.
Diego. 10.
Yep.
And bad guys. 6. Okay.
Excellent.
So it is Malcolm up first, then Barry. What are you doing?
Malcolm, he's just heard the sound, but he hasn't seen them yet.
That's right. Diego, did you? I think just before initiative, do you want to yell anything?
Look out behind you.
Okay. So that's what's being yelled. Malcolm, what do you want to do?
Malcolm raises up his homemade Tetsubo.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you guys remember the description that I told last week or 2 weeks ago.
The baseball bat with
like a bowling ball that's been barbed wired to the end of it.
Love it.
So he looks at his bat and he says, "Oh God, please help us." And
nice.
As he says it, the bowling ball inside of the barbed wire starts to shimmer and it starts to change, and all of a sudden it looks like a black hole instead of a bowling ball.
Nice.
And some of the barbed wire that's over top of it the spikes start to glow and sort of shine.
Awesome. Love it.
And that is Smite.
Nice. Awesome. Awesome. Okay.
So I don't know. I'm supposed to roll, right, to
yes.
see what it.
Yeah. So
I didn't actually write it down.
That's okay. You know what? I need to find the book I sent you is like the last edition of the game before this current one. This is what.
Okay.
Incidentally, these I think I might see if I can order a bunch in from what do you call it? From Century Box, because the print copies, they've got small print copies of these ones are about $15.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. Like the cool thing about Savage Worlds is it is extremely cost effective.
No kidding.
Yeah, like the let's see here. Yeah, $20 for the expansion books.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's way better. The hardbacks are a little
are...
more, but the softbacks are. It's great. They're very smart. Of like just get the book in the hands of the players and assume that you're going to sell other stuff.
Right. Totally.
Okay, so let me see here. Smite is so it costs you 2 power points.
Okay.
The duration is 3 or 1 per round. So that means it lasts for 3 rounds, and then you can spend a power point per round to maintain it.
Okay, so you spend what did you say? 3 to turn it on?
You spend
2.
Yes. Well, when you spend the 2 points, 2 points is the initial cost. Gives you 3 rounds of it.
Okay, and then after that, it's 1 point per round to maintain it.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
So you make your test, and on a success, you get a +2 to your damage. On a raise, +4.
Nice. And so, what do I roll for that?
You roll your faith.
My faith. Okay, D8. Nice. Oh, and I rolled an 8.
Nice. You got a raise.
And so I got 10 total on my first use of Smite.
Sweet. Okay, so you got a you got +4 to your thing now.
Wow. Is that +4 to hit or +4 to damage?
+4 to damage.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay. Now, so that was okay. So that's your action. You can move if you like as well, or you just kind of.
I'm just adjusting so that I've turned to sort of protect our backs from whatever came out of this behind us.
Awesome. So next up is Barry.
Barry McGee. All right. Well, he's got his gavel attack.
Yep.
And he's got his shield. He's got an improvised armor and ballistic shield.
He does. He also has a bevy of different spells.
Right. Let's see here. All those guys are already getting pretty beat up. Let's see here. I will.
He's got his offensive things are Radiant Bolt and Atomic Blast.
Let's Radiant Bolt one of these guys.
Okay. So it costs him 1 power point. He can either he spends 1 power point for the a bolt that does 2d6, or he spends 2 power points to do 1 bolt that does 3d6, or he spends 3 points to do 3 different bolts at 2d6.
Do a little rapid fire, right? Bam, bam, bam. Let's do. Can I do 2 bolts at 2d6?
Yes, that costs 2 power points.
Let's do it.
Okay, so so the attack rolls are his faith against against a 4.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, no, it's a 4. They're in darkness 2, so I think they get a +2. Let's see here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just rolling, checking here. Okay, I'll give him -2 because they're starting to move in now.
All right. I roll. 10 plus 3. I roll 13.
Is he targeting the guys behind who are coming in through the door, or the guys in front?
The guys behind you are coming through the door.
Okay, that's fine. So it's 6 is what he needs to hit.
All right, I got 13 on one.
Yeah, 13 on 1 is a 1 raise. So so on the hits, as long as you get 1 raise, that's all you can get on your attack rolls. Damaged, you can keep getting them, and it means more. But as soon as you roll, you know that you've rolled 4 more than what you need. You can stop rolling because it doesn't get anything more.
Okay.
For to hits. So that's a raise on that, Steve. So that one will do an extra d6. And next one.
Cool. And do I take a penalty for shooting at 2 different targets?
No, not for the spell. No.
Okay. Kablam! And I get 13 again. This time different. I got 6. Oh, and I explode. +4. That's 17.
Wait. Were you adding them together?
My D10 plus a D6.
Remember, they're separate, and you roll the highest.
Like you just keep the higher die, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So my last one was a 10.
Okay.
And this one was a 7.
Okay, so the 10 was is 4 higher, so that's a raise. So one of them will be 3d6 damage. One of them will be 1d6 damage.
Roger. All right.
Yeah, remember, you don't add damage. You add together. The other ones you don't.
Okay, got it.
And you don't use your wild dice on damage.
All right, no wild dice and damage. Here we go. 3d6. Kablam! That is 13.
Does it explode?
I thought you didn't use any exploding on your.
The dice always will explode, but you don't use your wild dice on damage.
Okay, gotcha. So, and any of the dice explode.
Any of the dice explode. It's just that you don't roll. You don't roll damage on. You don't roll the wild dice on damage. It's only on task resolution.
All right. Well, I got 1 exploded, so I got +3, so that's like a total of 16 damage.
16 damage. Okay, so yeah, you scour with his brilliant, like I think he described it as a lightning light like shot, electricity light shot. Goes out, lights up the thing, and scours right through one of them, and drops down. Roll damage against the other one.
Boom, 2d6. That is 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Okay, it scours this thing, but I guess it managed to get a little more out of the way. No real appreciable effect on it. Okay, so that is Barry. Next up is Diego.
Diego. Well, pull out. Well, he's still got. No, I guess he threw his 2 other axes, didn't he? So now he's just gonna whip out his big double axe and then get in there and chop one in half.
Okay. Go ahead, make your attack roll. Quick draw allows you to get it out right away.
All right, and so it's a D10, not plus a D6, but with the D6.
That's right, yeah.
Boom, and my highest roll is a 7.
Okay, 7 is a hit. So you get in there, and one of these things kind of tries to raise up a baseball bat that has like a camping spike shoved through it.
Mm-hmm. All right, baby. And then it's 2d8 damage straight up.
That's right, because you didn't get a raise.
Right. Kablam, and that is 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Okay, you hit this thing, and yeah, it hits it, but this thing's flesh is really tough.
All right.
You cut him, but you don't think you really did any appreciable damage to him.
Mm.
Okay, then it is Mao.
He likes. I think he likes this brain bolt, right?
He does. He seems to be a rather big fan of it.
I think he would probably use it on something that he considers these things to be weak-minded, I'm sure.
Yeah?
Yeah. So psionics is a D10. I need to keep track of his power points. He has 12 left. Second, I just want to keep track of that. He will shoot 3 bolts. Can he see them? Actually, should I roll a notice check first?
No, it just there's no penalty to his attack roll.
Okay. So he'll send 3 bolts again.
Okay.
That is a D10 plus the wild dice. First one is a 8.
8 is a hit.
Oh no, yeah, it's -2, so it's 6. The second one is a 1.
Okay.
And the third one, this dice explodes. He got a 6 total on the third.
A 6 total on the third one. Okay. Then the first one and the third one do hit.
Okay.
Roll damage with no raises.
Right. He's got 5 damage to one.
Okay.
And 8 damage to the other.
8 damage to the other. Okay, so the one that's an 8 does kind of staggers back and drops whatever crudely made thing that it was carrying, which appears to be some kind of sharpened grill. The other one, it staggers it for a second, but it otherwise has no real. All it does is really piss this thing off. Its ugly face gets even uglier as it kind of turns and snarls towards you. Okay, so that's your guys. Now it's bad guys. So they release the remaining hounds, and 4 more of those what do you call it? Mall rats come racing in. I'll do one towards each of you guys. So first against Malcolm, it's a miss. You're able to kind of kick the thing away. Against Barry, 8 is a hit. The bite is D6. Why can I not find another D6? Here we go. 7 does nothing. So another one comes racing in, and Barry's able to get that big riot shield of his down, and it kind of, its mandibles or jaw are clamping up against the thing, and you can see its tongue kind of licking on the inside of the other side of the riot shield. Diego misses you. You're able to step back out of the way, and Mao, nope, it misses Mao as well. Then their owners come storming in with their assorted kind of clubs, and then what they start chanting out now is, "Attention, shoppers! Attention, shoppers!" Okay, there are enough of them to be 2 on each of you guys. So against Mel, nope, 2 1s is not going to do it. Against Barry, we got 1 hit again. Damage is okay. Nope, exploding. Oh, Barry got smacked, and he is shaken now.
Oh, yikes.
Diego. So basically, one of them kind of clatters against the riot shield again, and that because he's focusing so much on that, he fails to see the other guy coming from the side, and he's kind of brained on the side of the head. Diego, one of them. Nope, your parry's a 7. They miss you as well.
Nice.
And then Mal. Nope, 2 1s. So there are 2 of them who come running up and get at Mal, but they are. They don't manage to connect. And then the final one that was hit by Barry's bolt comes running in and tries to get Barry. Oh, shit. 10. Okay, and I got with a raise against Barry. Okay. Yeah, okay. So Barry's down.
Oh, shit.
These things kind of batter at him. He gets clattered to one side, and the other one hits him from behind. And more are starting to climb over the debris and run in towards the center of the store where you guys are located. And again, chanting and waving these kind of crude clubs. Attention, shoppers! Attention, shoppers! So that's it for them. Initiative. Malcolm.
Nice.
10. And Diego. Ooh. Clubs. And bad guys. Oh, 2 spades. Nice. So that means, Malcolm, you're up first. What are you doing? You got 1 of the mall rats and 2 of these mall dwellers on you.
Which seems like more of a threat.
Yeah.
Which one seems like more of a threat?
Oh, well, just judging on what was able to take your hits better, the mall rats went down fairly easily. These the mall dwellers or whatever, they
seem tougher.
Yeah, I'll call them the staff.
Yeah,
so
the
staff.
Okay, I will.
Is any commentary with people who work in what do you call it? Big box stores.
Okay, then I will make a Tetsubo attack on one of the 2 that are attacking me.
Okay, give him shit. That's right, because you got that swirling black hole at the end of your Tetsubo now.
Yeah. So I got a 4, so it's no raises.
Okay. I'm just going to remind you, you've got Kung Fu. So
which means... Oh, I could have done an agility trick.
Yep, no penalty.
Okay. So an agility trick just means that I do something that is athletic or agile that throws them off?
That's right. It's something that you do that is like you can maybe like deke to one side and then.
No, I was gonna say like I'm gonna like kind of take like 1 step and jump off of whatever is lying around, like racking or a bench or I don't know exactly, whatever's close by.
Okay.
In this sort of melee.
So you leap up and go ahead and make a agility. Yeah, their agility's not great.
Okay, so that's also a D10.
I got a 5.
Okay, I got a 6, an 8.
8. Okay, so 8 is not 4 more, but you get -2 to their parry. So.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going against a 3.
Okay, so the 4 is a hit then.
4 is definitely 4 is a hit.
Okay.
Okay.
So then damage is for the Tetsubo.
Tetsubo is 2d8.
Where is it on there? Oh, gear. There it is.
Yeah, it's 2d8, and now you'll add +4.
Right. Wow. All right. (10 + 4 is 14 damage.
Nice. Okay, so you're taking this thing down. Tell me what it looks like.
I swing right at him, and as the Tetsubo gets close to the creature, if you could see it, it would sort of be like getting sucked a little bit into the black hole of the bowling ball,
Awesome.
and sort of like pulls his flesh and stretches it so that the barbs that are on this thing really tear that flesh as it hits them.
That's awesome.
And just rips them apart. Yeah, basically pulls you into the blow.
Awesome. Okay, so this thing, whaff, it goes pulled in kind of a Guy Ritchie slow-mo, and then whaff, its face is annihilated by the barbs and the force of the blow. So that thing drops down, dead. And what you hear, one of the guys behind them yells out, "Spill on aisle 1! Spill on aisle 1!" Okay, so then it is Barry's turn.
Barry is out, isn't he?
Oh, Barry's out. That's right. Shit, Barry's down.
Is he completely? How does it work in this game? Is he completely unconscious? Can he do anything?
He suffered 3 wounds, which means he is on his way to the Happy Hunting Grounds. So he may survive, but right now you guys need to focus on your own survival.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so then Barry's gone. That means it is Diego's turn. What are you doing?
Diego is gonna whip out his guns. He's gonna whip out his Colt. And why not his 50 caliber too?
Well, the 50 caliber pistol.
Mm.
Okay, so to draw both, I need you to make an agility check for me, please.
Will do. D10 plus D6, right? Or not plus, but
yeah, you got it. Yeah, plus your wild die.
K1. Roll a 9.
9. Yes, K1 exactly. That's a good way of describing it.
Yeah.
You roll 9. Okay, yeah. So yeah, they're easily out. And what are you gonna do?
All right, you scum-sucking beetles, go and get go and get your mop because there's gonna be a wet cleanup. All right.
Nice. Chad was saying he wanted to run after the Evil Dead trailer came out at Comic-Con last weekend.
Yeah.
I really want to run Evil Dead game, but I'm not sure what I'd use. I'm like, Savage Worlds!
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Steve, damage, or go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Shooting. All right. This is just shooting is D8. Okay.
That is right, yes.
Plus, K1.
Oh yeah, D8 now, because it's gone up.
Blam, that is a 7.
Hits.
And a 7.
Yeah, both hits.
Bam! All right.
Okay, so damage is, let's see here, with the 50 cal is a 2d8 plus 1.
Nice. 2d8 plus 1. Kablam, that is 8 altogether.
8 altogether. You shoot one of the... doesn't quite kill it, but it is it's quite badly hurt. It's shaken. And the other one is, which one did you draw? Your Peacemaker?
Yeah, yep, that's right.
Yep, so it's 2d6 plus 1.
Boom, plus armor piercing, and that's 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, that one's dead. Split one of them. Now, there was one mall rat on each of you. Who was the other person who you wanted to shoot that one off of?
Me, sorry?
There was 4 mole rats, and then there was the staff as well. The mole rats there was 1 on each of you. You killed one. You killed the one with you. Do you want to win? Which one is shaken?
Yeah, let's. I'll get one off of maybe Barry.
Shoot that thing. That makes sense. Absolutely. Okay. So that's you. Then it is Mao. What is Mao doing?
Mao is going to feel the danger of the situation and spend, another 3 of his power points. What does he do when he runs out of power points? Does he have other things to do?
He actually has a submachine gun.
Okay. He will use 1 more round of points anyway.
Okay.
So he will psychokinetic bolt.
Boom.
Brain splatter these buggers.
So the mall rat and the 2 guys that are on him?
Yeah.
Yeah, give him shit.
So there's no penalty this time, right?
Nope. And remember, if you roll with him, if you roll a 1 on his psionics die, he suffers brain burn. Any of you guys who have like faith or psionics, any kind of arcane background, if you roll a 1 on that dice, it doesn't matter what you roll on your other dice, then you suffer some negative consequence. You can spend a Benny to re-roll that roll, but if you don't, then there's a negative consequence you suffer.
Oh, like if either dice is a 1.
No, only if the skill dice is.
Oh, okay. Only if the like here the psionics is a D10. If my D10 is a 1.
That's right.
Okay, I'll pay attention to that from now on.
Yeah. Like on you, if you roll a 1 in your faith, then you suffer a level of fatigue.
Right. Okay, I got it.
Your faith is shaken, I guess.
This is a little bit dangerous to use these psionics.
Can be.
It does 2d6 plus half the power points you were spending. So.
Yep.
Wow. That is a 5 and a 9 and a 9.
Okay, all 3 of them hit. So go ahead and roll. Why don't you roll damage against the mole rat first? 2 of those have raises. The second 2. Who are those against?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really specify.
The first one's mole rat, and the other 2 were the against the guys. Hi, Missy Lou. Hi.
Well, the mole rat is severely dead. Probably. That's 11 damage to the mole rat.
Oh, yeah, I know. That thing is, again, it's a spray of ichor. Oh, hello.
And so what do the raises do on attacks?
If you get a raise on the attack, you get to roll 1d6 extra when you roll damage.
Oh, wow. It's a whole d6 extra. Okay. Nice. Well, hopefully these guys take some serious hits. Oh, yeah, this guy is getting annihilated. 15, 20, 21 to the first one.
Yeah, okay, so that one, it staggers back, it pulls back to have another hit, and maybe Mal makes like eye contact with it.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing.
You know, like you see their faces at like from shoulders up, and it goes back shoulders up, and then it's head up, and then it's head up, and then it's just the eyes, and it's just the eyes, and then his head goes. Okay, so one goes down.
Oh, and then this other guy takes 5 damage.
5 damage. See the
2
other one?
1s and a 3. That's awesome.
1 second, man, he's got a problem. Hey, here.
From a super roll to a literally pathetic roll.
What? Okay, so there was that incredibly tense moment between the 2 of them when the one guy's head exploded, and then he shoots a look to the other guy, and the other guy's like, and goes to hit him again. Okay, cool. So that's it for them. Bad guys again. Okay, dogs. So I got a dog on each of you guys. So dog on, or mole rat rather. Mole rat on Malcolm. Those are 1. Mole rat on Diego. Those are 3. Mole rat on Mal. Ugh. Okay, I got a raise. It kind of, oh no, that mole rat's dead. Bush League DM here. I was about to kill him with the thing that isn't actually alive anymore.
Oh, right, yeah, he blew that thing's brain up.
Okay, so there are, let's see here, on Mal, on Malcolm, and on Diego. So there are 1 mole rat and 2 staff on Diego. There's 1 staff and 1 mole rat on Malcolm, and there is 1 staff on Mal. This round, 2 more come out of the shadows and are able to sort of go in. Now, which gives me an opportunity to mention something else. Hi, did you lose your ball again, doofus? Look. When there are more than 1 attacker around you, they get what's called a gang up bonus. You guys can get this as well too. So if you all get around and cluster around a single target, you get +1 for each target that's adjacent. Other thing I'll mention too, I forgot, is Steve. You can do what's called with your pistols. You can do what's called a double tap, which uses 2 shots. so it uses up some of that valuable limited ammunition you've got, but double tap does +1 to hit, +1 to damage.
Interesting.
So it's a bit of a risk-reward thing there. Okay, so 2 more of these guys force their way forward. Okay, hold on, hon. Jeez. One second, I gotta intervene here or she's gonna start crying. Hey? Where is it? It's right there. Here. There you go. Who is it, Doofus? If you guys look, geez, the session last night with Nick, she started attacking me. Okay, she went from, Demi, what are you doing? I just got that for you. What have you done?
She's got a new system to get you involved in her game.
It's here. Here, go get it. Go get it. She actually attacked me when I was playing with Nick last night.
That's funny.
I had to take a break. Okay, so we what do you call it? 2 more of those. As I was saying, 2 more of the staff are kind of coming out of the shadows. There are 3 on Mal. There are 3 on Malcolm, and there are 4 on Diego.
Oh.
Plus a mole rat. Okay. Now, I will point out for the next round as well too. Remember that, as Jeff said in the last session, this game can get real deadly real fast, and the Wasted West is not necessarily a fair place.
All right.
Okay, so sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. So against Mal, let's see here, 3 of them. Okay, I got 1, 12. Okay, so I got a raise against Mal, and 13. Mao is wounded. One of them manages to connect with him, and he's hit with a basically like a what do you call it? A slippery when wet sign, whack, right across the back of his head, and he sort of staggers forward. Blood comes out of his mouth. Now you know he is he's made of pretty stern stuff because you know he's dead. But he does look pretty hurt. Then there are 3 of these suckers on you, Malcolm. Nope, 5 is my highest roll with them, and the mall rats gets a 1. There are 4 on you, Diego. You get 1, 6, which is one of them hits with a raise. And I rolled. Okay, now we get to talk about soak. Let's see here. That is a 14 I rolled. Your toughness is a 8. So I would get. I would make 1. That's a 1 raise I got. So you would be taking 1 wound. What you can do is you can spend a Benny to make a soak roll.
Okay.
What that allows you to do is you make a vigor check, and on a success you eliminate 1 wound. And 1 more for each raise you get.
All right. I'll do a soak roll. Let's do a Benny.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I roll a D8. Do I have to roll a bonus die with it, an action die?
You roll your wild dice, yeah.
Okay, wild die. All right, here we go. Boom, and that is a 7.
7? Okay, so that is you. Actually, well, yeah, you eliminate 1 wound, which is what you needed. So then you are just shaken, which means next round you've got to make a spirit roll as your action.
Okay.
So this thing, you managed to get out of the way of all of them, and then the what do you call it? The mall rat kind of jumps up at you, and you're get the and you kick a thing off your leg. Thankfully, your quick reflexes leave you with no lasting damage, but it's really rattled you, so you're kind of like, kind of catch your breath. So that's the end of the bad guys. Initiative. Malcolm. Oh no.
Oh no.
And Diego. Hey.
Diego.
This might be a short session tonight.
Sorry?
I said it might be a short session tonight.
He was dead.
Diego, or the bad guys. Ooh. Okay. So, is Diego up first? What are you doing?
Right. Well, I guess first I got to shake off my business.
Yes, you do. Shit.
All right.
So that is your action. Go ahead and make your spirit roll.
Spirit rolling. Bam, 6. 11.
Okay. Yes. You are not only are you no longer shaken, because you got a raise, you get to act this round.
Yay. All right. I yelled to everyone, grab everybody. We're heading out of here. We are leaving.
We are leaving. Nice. You get a Benny for that.
All right.
Okay, so the I'll take any reference. It's Aliens, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I'll take any.
Michael Bain. My character doesn't look like Michael Bain.
You know, have you seen the photos he's been, or him and, what's his name, that Blomkamp guy are tweeting?
Okay.
They're making a sequel.
The Aliens?
Yep. With Michael Bain and with Sigourney Weaver.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, that's going to shake up the universe. The multiverse of it.
It's sort of resetting the universe back.
Yeah, because number 3 was such a departure. Yeah.
You know, like David Fincher's made some awesome films. That's not necessarily one of them.
Right.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed Alien 3, but whatever.
Yeah. You know what? It was fine. It just it really kind of goes. Like honestly, I like Aliens better than I do Alien. Alien 3, then Alien Resurrection.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a multiverse movie.
It is. Yeah. I agree. Okay, so Diego, you actually get to act. You would say, "We are leaving."
Right.
Do you do anything?
Well, I start making my way towards Barry so I can like drag him, and I guess I blow away a couple of these things too with my guns again.
Okay, Barry, you may not be able to get to.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there's basically there's 4 of them on him right now, and that mall rat.
Dang.
And they're eating it.
So are we just out of here, boys?
It's a tough call, but
can we get out and then maybe like shooting fish in a barrel? Can we shoot all those guys as they're clambering over each other at the bottom?
You know what I'll allow is that Barry, because Barry doesn't act on your turn. Barry will sort of raise his hand up, and he says, as his last, as the blows are coming down on him still, he says, "Run!" and then hits casts a spell that does that blam thing that pushes the guys back.
Nice.
So you've sort of all got a bit of an opening right now, which will stagger them for 1 round. Is that the consensus then? You all are going to run?
Yeah.
We're getting one.
What are you all crying for? Okay, so then...
Malcolm's not too proud to run.
Okay.
That's how he's been alive this long in the Savage Lands.
Heck yeah. In the Wasted West.
The Wasted West.
Okay. So we're going to the chases again now.
Wonderful.
Okay, so and I have 3 well-shuffled dice or packs of cards now.
Nice.
So, this is a foot chase, which means I need you guys to okay, I need you each to make agility checks for me, please. Barry is not included in this.
Should we make a roll for
Mal?
Mal?
Please, yeah. Because each, you guys get to draw a card. This is that maneuvering check. You get to draw a card for each success and raise.
Oh, okay.
Well, I rolled a 4.
Okay, so you got a success.
All right, good.
Oh, shit. 6, 12, 13 for Malcolm.
Sorry, 13 for Malcolm?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And should I be rolling a wild dice for Mao as well, or not?
Yes, please. Mal, you get Malcolm gets 3. Diego gets 1.
and Mao gets a single card.
Single card, okay. So the cards you guys get are as follows. Ooh.
Wow.
Now, King of
Good
Clubs.
hand.
Great.
Yeah, and that's actually pretty good because the spades is where you get problems. Yeah. Oh no, it's a club. So here's the thing: you get the king is your highest card, but it comes with a complication.
Mm.
So what do you guys? Your next highest is a queen.
Oh, so we choose the order to spend them?
No, you choose one of them, and that becomes your card.
Oh.
Queens that you could choose, which would not cause any complications, or the king, which is your highest card, but it comes with a complication.
Yeah, let's choose one of our queens.
All right.
Oh, what do you think? Playing with the Queen of Hearts or what?
Do it.
It's a lucky card. We'll take the Queen of Hearts.
Awesome. Okay. And for them, I'm just going to roll. Okay. Where are their cards? Ooh, 10 of clubs is their highest.
Nice. With a complication for those bastards.
So, you guys, let's see here. The queen that dictates. You guys are at. You managed the three of you. How do you sort of run out of the mall, or run out of the what do you call it? Store.
Malcolm, were there some in between us and the way we're going? Like I'll be swinging my Tetsubo sort of in like a wild manner, like
Okay.
helicopter sort of swings.
Yep. Sounds good. You whack. You kind of are hitting some of them as you go and distracting them.
Or if there's like
shelves
with junk, or like I might hit some objects as I go.
Sure, maybe like one of the
just kind of create a spectacle.
Yeah, one of the display cases kind of falls in their way, and they kind of stagger back from it. Gives you the chance to go bolting out, and you can kind of see the three of you guys running with the what do you call it? Actually, Diero, you would have had to drop the road flare because you drew two weapons. So it's just Mao who's carrying the torch now.
Right.
It's him kind of running along with you guys off into the blackened mall, and you seem to have picked a good range. Let me see here. Yep. So they're and then they hit a as you're racing along through the mall. Let me think here. Okay, so you're at essentially a. If you choose to make an attack, it's at medium range. So you get -2 to the attacks. They're all chasing after you, and they're howling out. Shoplifter! 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 And you're hearing it kind of in other places in the mall as well. So it sounds like there are more of them trying to come upon you.
Wow.
This will be 5 rounds long until you get out of the mall.
Right.
So, do you wish to make any attacks? You're just going to try and book it and get out of here.
Yeah, I'm just booking it.
Okay. So you guys are racing along here. Let's see. Okay, now that you're out of the store, I'm going to impose a -2 to your agility check, just because you guys are racing through like the junk-filled common areas of the mall right now. So you're able to get some distance between you and the staff. Let's do the next round.
All right.
Yep. The three of you make agility checks, and I'll do it for the Utahns.
Agilizing. Oregon.
I got a 3.
You got 3. Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
He said no.
Well, that's because you said it's -2, right?
That's right, yeah.
Can I spend a Benny and re-roll that?
Yes, you can, yep.
Is that how it works? Yeah, I'm spending a Benny.
You say it's -2?
-2, that's right.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a Benny and reroll.
Okay.
Oh yeah, much better. Now I rolled 6, and another 6.
Bam. Okay,
And
now I got a
2.
4. Good.
So I had a 14 -2 is 12.
12 gives you 1 success, 2 raises, so 3 cards.
And Mao will try and get. He's got a 3.
Ooh, he's a failure. Okay, so you guys get. Oh, your Jack is your highest.
Yep, let's take the Jack of Diamonds.
Okay. The bad guys get. Ooh, Jack of Spades.
Oh, the Trump game, isn't it?
But it goes clubs, diamonds, hearts, spades. So you guys win. Okay. So once again, you're sort of at medium range. You continue racing through the mall. Your Mao has a bit of trouble kind of stumbling over. Maybe there's some what do you call it, like overturned kind of those like the velvet ropes outside of a theater. And he kind of stumbles across them. You guys kind of like, come on, let's go, let's go. And you can still hear them, shoplifters, shoplifters, shoplifters. But these things do not manage to overtake you. There is still 3 more rounds until you are out of the mall.
Man.
Okay. Next round.
Yep.
Right.
Let's do it again.
I'm running out of bennies, maybe.
No, seriously.
I'm going to use another one.
Kablam. All right, they give you a 5. Nice.
Oh yeah, much better.
Okay.
I got a 5 as well. And Mao gets 6. He got a 7. So we got 3 successes.
3 successes, okay. And that includes it's in addition to Diego's.
Yeah, Diego had a success, right?
Yeah. Oh, so does that include his or?
Yes, yes. Each character had 1 success.
Cards.
Yeah.
So here's your cards.
Oh, God.
There, we got 1. Oh.
Dang.
But it was a damn fine one.
Which means actually short range as well. So there are a bunch of them. So you sort of you're running around this corner that you'd come to. You sort of race around into the food court area, and you see that running towards you is a pack of these things, and they're swing their clubs at each of you. So against you, Malcolm. Oops, did I get it? Nope, nothing. Against you, Diego, I have nothing. Against Mr. Mao, I have nothing. Oh, unless his parry is a 5. Mao's parry is a 5. Okay, so Mao is hit, but with no raise. And I rolled a 9 against his toughness. Mao is shaken.
Oh, Mao.
Clipped again. So, that's it for that round. So Mao is unfortunately not going to be contributing to the chase this round. Can someone make Jeff, you're controlling Mao. Can you make a spirit check for me, please?
Sure.
Try and recover. No penalty to that.
Oh, 6, 11.
11. Okay, yeah. So that's a success with a raise. He actually is able to act this round. So ignore what I said. Go ahead and make another round of agility checks for me. There are 2 more rounds until you're out of the mall.
Stressful, Cav. Stressful. These are at -2 still, right?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, I got a 4.
Okay.
And Mal got a 3.
Now got a 3. Ooh, okay. And how did Diego do?
You got a. I just got a 5, right? Or we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The same one that we just did, right?
Yeah. Well, no, a new round. We're on the last round now, or a second to last round, penultimate.
All right. In that case, come on, Diego. Nice 6.
6. Okay, cool. So you guys get 2 cards. Hey, look at that.
Phew.
Okay, and they got.
Yes.
So that means
Bastards.
you are still actually. It is at short range, but only you guys can attack this round.
Oh, nice.
Do you want to make an attack and then book?
Yep. Absolutely.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Absolutely.
You guys can do that. Mao has recovered, so Mao can do something as well.
Oh, nice. D10, wild dice. I got a 7.
7 is a hit.
Nice. So my smite would have worn off by now.
Yes, it would have.
So it's 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, so that's enough to shake him, or to make him shaken. So you stagger this one of them. Diego, what'd you do?
Diego, am I shooting still? I guess I am, aren't I?
You've got your guns out.
Sorry, if I roll that, I rolled 2d6 instead of 2d8. Not that it
sure.
really mattered, but I might even roll less, but I should at least roll the right dice. Nope, that's a 12. That's even better.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't quite make him down, but he is shaken.
Nice. And now? Does he have anything that uses less power points?
Mao can. He could just shoot 1, or he could use his machine gun.
Or he could use a scramble brain.
Yeah, or he can use mask. He's got a couple of these. Mask is like an illusion spell.
Right. I think scramble brain is good because what would a shaken do to someone?
Smart Shot -2 will be shaken. Yeah. Basically, what it would do in this is, I think I would give them a penalty to their attempt to try and keep up.
Okay. I'll do that. It's 1 power point.
Okay.
So I roll my psionics.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Psionics D10. And wild dice. 6. 11.
11. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. So it's a raise. So the roll is at -4, and these things are not particularly smart. So I rolled a 1. This thing is just, dumb stuff.
His brain literally went to scrambled eggs.
Yeah. And Diego, what were you going to do? Did you want to shoot again, or you want to use your axe, or what?
I'll just take a couple of pot shots. Shoot 2 more. Bam, bam.
Bam, bam. Great.
And I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Both hit. So,
all right.
Yeah, the first one is 2d8 plus 1. The second one is 2d6 plus 1.
2d8 plus 1, and then no extra die on that, right?
That's right.
Or is it? Sorry?
No extra die. You didn't get a raise.
Okay. And that is plus 1, so that's 9.
9. Okay, he's shaken.
And then the other one is 2d6. Is it plus 1 again?
Plus 1.
That is 9.
9. Okay, and that's enough to, because you got 2 hits on him. Shaken goes to wounded, which means he's down. Bam! This guy's an extra. Blah! Boom.
Nice.
Okay, next, can I get you guys to make, you have this round, or no, this will be, I think, your last round before you're out of the mall.
Phew, let's do it.
There you go. Go make your rolls.
Let's do this.
I'm rolling it? No, agility, right?
Say.
Yes, sir. At -2. Actually, this last stretch, I'm going to give you no penalty.
Nice. Well, then I got a 9.
Nice. That's 2 cards.
That's 12, 4, that's 16.
16.
Oh,
Yep.
nice!
Let me think here.
4 cards.
4,
right?
8, 12. Yeah, 4 cards.
And Mal got us
Nice.
no cards.
No cards.
He was just marveling in his own brain scramble there. He was just loving it. He was just like, that was the best. You guys, I totally scrambled his brain. I totally scrambled his brain.
Nice. You get a penny for that, Jeff. Okay, and these are your cards.
Oh, we got the Joker.
Joker.
The Joker.
Okay. And
Talking
bad guys get... Oh, the other Joker.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. In almost every game, the good guys always win, except in the Wasted West.
Ah.
So there's one more round of all these things ganging up on you.
Oh, God.
Hey.
Okay, so okay, so I got 2 on each of you guys. So as you're sort of you finally actually race into the open or the blasted open cage that Barry had shattered with his radiant or mutant magic. You're racing through the aisles, and you think you see some, like, you're either being overtaken or there are other things moving. It's tough to tell because of you've all sort of split off into different aisles. So the light from Mao's torch is kind of being, casting weird shadows and is flickering in and out as you pass the shattered skeletal remains of the stocking shelves. But you're all running towards that beam of light you see coming down from above, which is the hole in the ceiling. That, unfortunately, I guess, distracts you guys, so you don't see the ambush that these guys have laid for you as they all, jump out as you get close to the light. So against Malcolm, no, both of them, you're easily able to duck out of the way of one and then parry the other one and batter it aside with your Tetsubo. Diego, yo boy, I got 2 hits.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so Diego, let's see here. First one is actually only a 2, so it hits you and knocks you to the side, but doesn't do any appreciable damage.
Hey,
Second one is, whoa, you are shaken, my friend. You kind of rang your bell. And against Mao, I get a 1 and a 6. I get an 8, so he's hit. An 8 is not a raise. And I got potentially 1 wound against Mao. Do you guys want to roll roll a soak for me for Mao?
Yeah. So what is that? That's
Vigor.
Vigor. Come on, Mao. Oh wait, that's my vigor. What's his vigor?
His vigor is a D6.
Oh, I have better vigor than him. He rolled a 5, though.
He rolled a 5. So success gets rid of 1 wound. He is still shaken. I'll point out, too, Mao is, because he's lucky, he has 1 extra Benny. So he's got still 3 Bennies remaining.
Nice.
Okay, so that was, because we drew Jokers, we get to reshuffle. I'll quickly do that. And actually, this is the last sort of, you guys are here now, so how do you plan on getting out? There's still that that patched together rope that's hanging down from above. They don't seem to have fought there or have cut it down or anything. They left it, I guess, as bait to get you guys back here. But they are all, there is 6 of these things kind of on top of you right now. So, let me see here. What I think we'll do is we will draw initiative. So I'm trying to think. There is a sort of like attack of opportunity concept in the game. I'm just trying to withdrawing from close combat. What you can do is what they advise is you can take the defend option, which gives you +2 to your parry while retreating from combat, and that'll they'll still get a free attack against you, but you'll get +2 to your defenses. So
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
let's see how we do. Okay, so that is, we're going back to the initiative deck. And let's see here. Malcolm. Ace.
Yes.
Diego. Ace.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Bad guys. 9. So all you have to worry about is if you choose to take full defense is 1 attack from the ones adjacent to you. You do not have to worry about them attacking, then dealing with them withdrawing. But do you want to try and take these guys down, or do you want to try and get the fuck out of here?
Well, there's only 6 of them. Should we see? I mean, do we want to leave Barry here? I mean, if we can sort of claw back into our way back into this fight, maybe go back and get him, or what?
I think he's long eaten at this point.
Shitty.
Is what I think.
Sorry, Barry.
I think that Dave will be making a new character if we revisit the Savage Lands.
Yes. Well,
you just look at me in game. You just say Barry, and I just give you this look like no, no.
Oh, all right.
But I mean, if you want to fight these guys, if you want to take out the 6 that have chased us to our rope, we could.
Let's get rid of them.
That's up to you. I'll
follow
your lead.
Okay. Well, we have 1 round of attack. Well, if we do this defensive thing, do we still fight?
No, that means you're retreating defensively.
Okay.
I won't make you make a notice check, but you can hear there are more of these things coming into the store.
Yeah, so let's just get out of here.
Okay, it looks like defensive retreat then.
Okay. Right. Okay, so then let's see here. Spades comes after diamonds. So Diego, you're up first, and then Mao, and then Malcolm. What do you want to do?
Do we roll attack or do we roll defense here, or bigger?
You can go on defend, which gives you allows you to move, and you get +2 to your parry. That would allow you to sort of jump on the rope and start clambering up.
All right.
Okay, so there's 2 that get attacks against you. Both roll 5, so both miss you.
Okay.
Nice.
And you start climbing up the rope. Next up is Diego. Is he doing the same?
Sorry, that was me.
Not Diego. Mao. Mao needs to make a spirit check to recover from being shaken.
Oh, Mao.
Let me see here.
He will spend 1 of his 3 bennies.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Now I got a 5.
Okay, so do you want to spend a Benny to try and better that? What that does is it allows him to recover, but he can't act then. He needs to get a raise. He needs to roll a 8 or higher to be able to act.
Oh, so what does spending a Benny to raise it do?
Nothing to give you a chance to raise. It just gives you a chance to roll again and try better.
Oh, like I could roll 1 more time.
Yep. He still has 2 more Bennies.
Yeah, he'll spend them to try and get out of here alive, sure. Nope, didn't roll a 6.
Okay, 1 more Benny.
He'll do it. I still keep the best roll, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Oh. 6? What do I need to make it work?
You need a 2 or higher.
Come on! A 4.
Nice! Okay, so he has recovered. He can act. The 2 mutants swing at him and miss. Because his parry is currently a 7. So, yeah! They swing and he manages to see that Diego is clambering up and he screams, "Come on!" He jumps up and the rope again kind of swings back and forth. Then it is Malcolm's turn. And are you doing the same?
Yeah, Malcolm tucks his tail between his legs and he starts climbing the rope.
Okay. Actually, Mao's got that kinetic leap ability, so he can just fly.
Oh, yeah, that would have been cool.
You know what, but if he does that, that means he doesn't get the defend bonus.
Oh, yeah, because it's got to be his action.
Yeah, and his parry's not great.
No, it's not good at all.
Okay, then Malcolm. Make your attack against you. Nope.
Good luck, mutants.
Thankfully, your parry is an 11 right now.
Yeah, that defensive retreat is good for me.
Yeah, so you kind of, so one of them would have connected, but you're able to batter it aside. I'm trying to figure out what the hell Annie's looking at. What are you looking at, hon? Huh? She's looking at the sky for some reason. So you batter the, what do you call it, the one strike aside, and then leap up and start, shimmying your way up the rope. They're screeching and hollering and hooting at you. What do you guys say or do as you get up to the top? Or do you say anything? They're all what do you call it? They're all chanting up at you. Shoplifters! Shoplifters! Please come again! Please come again!
I get this target sign that we've seen.
Yep.
I suggest to Diego that we pull it over or destroy it and cover this mall hole with the sign.
It sounds prudent.
Yeah.
I guess there's nothing we can use to blow these guys up, eh? Not that we know of right now.
What do you call it? These things appear to not really care for light all that much because as one or two of them kind of reaches out and tries to tug at the rope, but then pulls its hand back as if in pain.
Okay. We probably pull our makeshift rope up after us.
Yeah, you're able to get it back up. There's maybe one of them manages to get a hold of it for a second, but as soon as you pull its arm into the light, it pulls it back in pain. The rope comes rustling up, and you find yourselves back on that sun-bleached dune where the sandy wastes kind of stretch out in every direction, and the hot sun bursts down on you. It seems like almost surreal where you just were in this tiny hole. In this relatively tiny hole in this thing. The last of the rope comes up and you kind of fall back, and you guys grab, kind of pull the plastic sign off of the mounting and toss it down. Or sorry, is it? Because remember, it's a big, this is a 5 foot, 6 foot across.
Yeah, I want to use it to cover this hole that we made.
Yeah.
Into the mall and rebury it in the sand.
We drag it over with a acetylene gene.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say you've got the tools in there, Steve. I won't. You've got repair as one of your skills. You kind of get the ratchet set out, and the whole time you can hear them chanting up, "Please come again! Please come again! Please come again!"
I'm complaining to your manager. Shut up.
And then we, as we put the sign over and close it up, we say, "The mall is permanently closed."
Nice. Both of you guys get bennies for that. You dig out acetylene gene again, pile into the car. The engine roars to life. You have any parting kind of pithy comment before you hit the road again? Maybe
no, actually, I don't think so. Malcolm would be saying a prayer for Barry.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, so why don't we take a 5-minute break there, guys? I want to give Emmy a treat to get her distracted, and hit the head and grab some more water. So 5 minutes, we'll be back.
Yep.
Okay, Emmy, a treat? A treat? Come on. Come on. Good girl. Hey, you can eat your food still, too. What's this here? Oh. You got the meat. You got the meat. That's it. Good girl. Good girl. that treat. Okay. Get a glass of that. Good girl. Good girl. Let's get in it. Okay. Get your food. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Yeah, food. Okay. Jeff, I wanted to mention too that if that thing we talked about before about doing those tavern tales for Gorgosh.
Yeah.
Do you want me to start figuring out what the sort of the scene was in Corvus and like figure out the who the characters were there and so forth, or do you want to do that yourself, or do you want to do that collaboratively?
It would be fun to do it collaboratively, I think.
Okay. Maybe what I'll do.
Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll shoot you an email with sort of some like rough ideas of like characters with very, very broad descriptions of sort of who I think might be characters that might be at play at that time in Gorgosh's life.
Cool.
Things like Trollkin Bully, or Trollkin Friend, or Dock Worker.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Are we talking Iron Kingdoms again here?
We are, yeah.
Is that going to happen again, or what's going on? Or dare I ask? I don't want to mess with your secret plans.
Well, there's really no secret plan. The last month or so, it's really been kind of following my fancy. Because Jeff is there's been times where it's been me and Jeff for like 45 minutes or a half hour or something. So I suggested that rather than not that it's a waste of time just chatting, but we'll make use of that time to tell or to start running some short adventures that were set in his life in Corvus before he left Corvus and came to. So it's basically 80 years or so before the Blackacre campaign actually started.
Interesting. As always.
Well, what's his name? Gorgosh is a lot older than most of the other characters in the campaign, and he had a whole life and whatever before he ever came to Ladry and met you guys and whatever. Like one of the reasons that Gorgosh is so interested in, and so attached to building the Queen's Carriage and the inn, and kind of building a community amongst you guys again, is because he had that one time, and then he lost it all.
Yeah, that was his life.
Mm.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. But great. Well, it's great to hear. I was thinking about that this week, and I'm going to start putting together some just some rough ideas of who we need to sort of flesh out.
Okay, cool.
We can
Yeah.
go from there. Awesome.
Yeah, I was going to see if I could find my old notes.
I still have all the emails you sent me.
Yeah, I'm sure I have them somewhere. So.
Okay. Okay. So. Good girl. Yo. Acetylene Gene roars to life, and you guys hit the road. It is. Unfortunately, you guys are sort of in the middle of nowhere right now. So, as is sort of the case in this part of the Wasted West, with the blowing sands and the winds kind of reshaping the landscape all the time, it constantly becomes a challenge, or every sort of regular challenge to actually navigate these areas, which requires, let's see here, a nice. You know what I'll do is I will ask you to make a survival check for me, please.
All of us, or the driver, or what are we?
The driver. Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, just the driver, please. No, both of you do it. I'll get. Yeah, you both to do it, and then Jeff, if you get a success, it basically it will give him +1 to his roll.
Okay.
I'll treat it as a group.
I'll just say in this time I'm sitting in the front instead of the back, and
Okay.
I'm helping him navigate, or whatever it is.
Okay.
So what is it? A survival roll?
It is, yeah. If you don't have survival, you roll
Smarts?
a D4 and a D6. And you subtract 2 from whatever is highest.
Oh, okay, yeah. But they can still explode.
They can, absolutely. And for those listening at home, sorry, I should describe. Acetylene Gene is a. So actually, Steve, why don't you describe what it is?
It is a last of the V8 interceptors, overhead dual cam, supercharged turbo. Of course, the muffler has long since rusted away. It's a pretty loud car. It's got shaved down piston heads, and of course a nitrous module. And it's a loud, angry purr that it always had.
Nice. And in terms of armament?
What does it? It has a 50 cal on it.
Yeah, and a rear-mounted turret.
Right, which is awesome. And let's see what else. That's it. There we go. Where's my car? Vehicle. There we go. And oh yes, of course, it's also got the lovely ram plate, which is so useful.
Yeah, that proved to be useful last time. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I got a 0.
you got a 0. Okay, so you have no clue where you are.
I'm actually
You're basically a woman looking for direction.
No, I'm really taken aback by the loss of Barry.
Okay.
Me and Barry had formed, even though he's a much different religious beliefs than me, he also believed in a higher God, and we had bonded over a few campfires, and so he's the first friend I've had in the Savage Lands for a while, and now he's dead. So.
Okay. That is cool. You can roll for Mao as well if you like.
Sure. See if survival. No. I guess survival. Not very common.
Yeah, we're just if everyone else if anyone else gets a success, that you get +1 for that success and +1 for a raise.
Oh, I got an exploding dice on both of them.
Nice.
Ha! They both were shit. So that would be
It's
5.
only.
That's 7 minus 2, so we got a 5.
5 is still a success. So Steve,
yeah, he succeeded.
you're making a survival check, and you're adding +1 to the result.
All right, and I get D8 and a D6 K1.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Does my D8 explode if I get max, or is it just the? It does.
It does.
So D8 explodes. That's 9.
Nice.
And you added the +1 from Mao? No.
You get 10.
10 total. Nice work.
Awesome. Okay. So
that's why you drive the car.
You
Right,
are rolling out into the what do you call it? The blasted white or rather bright sun-bleached sands of Nevada. You have no idea, Malcolm, where you guys are, what you're seeing go by. All you see is the clear blue sky above you. You see the rolling dunes in front of you, and your mind sort of, I guess, goes back, like you say, to the loss of Barry, to the him raising his bloodied hand up and casting that last spell to allow you guys to escape. I'm
gonna have a nightmare about it tonight.
Yes, you probably will. Actually, yes, you will. As you are sort of rolling along, you're surprised to see that Diego says something at one point. You're sort of headed off in one direction, and then there's some landmark. Diego, what landmark do you see?
I see a flat top mountain.
You hit a flat top mountain, and what do you say when you see that?
I say there's base 1 is what I call it. Yeah.
Nice.
One of the last high plains communities around.
Okay. Actually, nice. Okay, yeah. There turns out there is actually a community there, and given that you've been driving for 2 days without, let's see here, 2 days on your tank, your vehicle gets, one sec here.
Would this car use like normal gas or some kind of ghost rock juice or what?
Yeah, just what the ghost rock stuff is called spook juice.
Okay, spook juice.
And it largely serves the same thing. You can use gasoline in most things as well as spook juice, but thanks to some, prior to the last war, some of the pressures from the sort of ghost rock mining companies led to the proliferation of the use of spook juice rather than rather than gasoline.
Nice.
Also, I mean, I guess in America, or at least in North America, ghost rock was much more prevalent than it was elsewhere in the world. So if you got a domestic kind of source, then you can do that. Okay, so normally you can go about 20 miles on a gallon, and you can go about 300 miles on a full tank. Acetylene Gene is not hard on gas, so I think that it's not a gas hog, is it?
No. Well, what it has is overdrive, so it'll burn on half pistons.
Let's see here. Overdrive. Where is it here? Oops.
I just made that up, but
yeah, no, I think it actually. I don't think it does. Supercharger. You got a supercharger, right?
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, actually you get 5 miles per gallon.
5 miles per gallon.
Yep, so that actually helps with your. So you actually get 25 miles. Let's see here. Light. Yeah, normally you get 20 miles. You get 25 miles per gallon, which means you. So your tank, they do this fucked up thing where they assume that all vehicles can go at 300 miles.
Okay.
Which says that
Probably pretty generous.
About 15 gallons. A fuel hog would hold 30, and a lightweight one would hold 10. So your tank then, assuming it's at 300 miles as well, would hold 25 miles per gallon. 300 divided by 25 is 24. Maybe 24 gallons. Right there. Hi, honey.
Highways is different than in the city. It's true.
Well, actually, yeah. When you go off road, it is, I believe. Oh yeah, it's tough to maintain a fuel efficient speed on wrecked highways. So some vehicles get better or worse mileage, but typically they're all designed to travel about 300 miles on a fuel tank. It's not really to avoid getting into too much like bookkeeping for it. I think they just assume that it's 300 miles is what you can travel. Now, what I do need you to do, Steve, is make a driving check for me, please.
Uh-oh, not falling asleep while driving. It's where I have trouble. Driving check. E10. All right. Yeah, that is a.
Awesome.
That is 13.
13. Okay, terrific. Then you actually, so what you're rolling for, Steve, is every day you need to make a driving roll, or the vehicle suffers a level of fatigue, which will require you to make a repair check. You need to spend an hour doing some repairs to get it back up to snuff. But you, yeah, no problem. You drive that sucker along with no difficulty. And as you roll up to the, let's see here, where is it? To the community. What did you say the name of this place was, Steve?
I call it Base Camp 1. But,
Base Camp 1 works for me. Okay. Yeah, it's actually Base Camp 1 has about 200 people on it. Oh no, that's 1D. Hold on, 100 times 2. Let's see here. The amount of people who are here. It has about 40 people who live there, who are. So they have, yeah, some goods there that they normally. Go ahead, honey. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Yep. Lie down. Lie down. It's okay. Don't come see me. Don't come see me. Dog attack. Dog attack. Oh, good girl. Okay, what are you doing? Oh, hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Oi. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. No, calm down. Come on, up. Up. Not on me. Up here. Amy, come. Go on up. Go on up. Okay. On your tail. Go on. All right. All right. No. 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 Ouch. Oh. Here we go.
This is a big pooch.
Calm down.
No. This is a big pooch.
Oh, yeah.
No, Emmy. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ah! Don't bite me. Okay. No. Emmy, sit.
She's got her own plans.
She has her own plan, absolutely. Nope.
Yeah.
No. Sit.
Give her a shock.
Oh, good girl. Good girl. No. Sit. Hey. Sit. Emmy. Psst. Psst. Good girl. Good girl. Sorry, guys.
No problem.
They're struggling on. I really don't want her to get in the habit of. She's been getting worse the last. Like, especially when my parents were here, that like 9:30 or so is when she starts she'll badger and badger and badger and badger until you take her for a stroll. And I don't want her to think that she can get results that way.
Right.
Because that's otherwise. Because it was last night. It was like 8:30 when she started doing it. And like it had been 3 hours since the last time she was out. So and we go like our strolls are like half an hour or 40 minutes. So
right.
She's got plenty of she's had plenty of opportunity to go. She hadn't eaten or drank anything, so it's really not like there was a pressing biological issue going. It was just her being a
right.
dink. But that's okay. I was gonna say what a cute dink. It's not what I meant to say. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the so base point base point 1, is that what you called?
Base camp.
Base camp 1. So base camp 1 is waiting there for you, and you know that it's farming community, but there may be some other goods there. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look in the player's guide, but there are some. Basically, the way that you buy goods or try and sell goods is by using your streetwise, and that allows you to determine whether or not they actually have the stuff you're looking for and what you can sell it at. If you want to sell other stuff.
Okay.
So
I like it because I have stuff to sell.
There you go. Okay. Oh, that's right. You got that Kevlar vest too. Okay, so you know that there's a way of driving up to this place, and I'm going to say that you have been here before, Diego. So you kind of are you taking the acetylene gene in there? Oh, we were looking at the gas before. You've been traveling for 2 days now. I'm going to say that you're not running on fumes, but you're getting, you've got about a half day's worth of travel left. Some spook juice could be helpful here.
Yeah, we should probably refuel. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you go rolling up. Now, base camp 1 has like a lot of places. It's got sort of a prefab, like that corrugated metal kind of walls around it, and it's set on top of that flat. You said that flat pyramid, right? Or not flat, the flat mountain.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say that it's sort of a flat top, like a sort of a staging ground to kind of go up a little higher. So there's a slightly higher mountain that is behind it, but it's too craggy to really have a peak. So it's a good defensive spot for them. And there used to be some kind of community up here, but they've managed to cobble together with windbreaks and with good use of prairie grasses and stuff like that. They've managed to cobble together a fairly healthy farming community here, vegetables and so forth. Even in the blasted and irradiated, wasted West, they can keep it going. Maybe with a series of... Okay. Okay, so you go rolling up towards the entrance to Base Camp 1, and as you sort of roll up to the gate, how do you normally sort of signify or like let everyone know that you're here? What does Celine Jean's horn sound like?
I was just thinking that, like the one from the Dukes of Hazzard. No, it would be sort of like, what was it? Was it, what was his name? The guy that had the Cadillac with the big bullhorns on the front, and didn't his horn like...
Boss Hogg? Didn't it play Dixieland?
Something like that, yes. Some southern jingle. No, mine does not do that. Mine's got sort of a nasty old party horn that isn't good for much, but I just sort of roll in and I expect that they recognize me because I've been there before, and so I give them a nod, a friendly nod.
You hit the horn. You kind of hang your head out the window. You wait for about a minute, and then you wait 5 minutes. No response.
Uh-oh. I look over at Mel. And so I say, okay. So I get out, and I draw one of my guns.
Okay.
I get out of the car as well.
Okay.
I go and look at the gate.
Gate is secured. Raka. It is basically like a. There is old kind of abandoned vehicles that are pushed in front behind it that are sort of like rolled out of the way to open the gates, and the gates themselves are kind of supported with wood on the other side. The gates are still locked with the sort of like big thick chain and padlock that's normally there, but you can see in there if you get this close, and you look in. There's no movement at all.
This is highly irregular. I turn to Mal. I give him a look. I shake my head as if to say, "This is good."
Yeah. Can we get in there?
This is really designed to rely partly on like actual guards to prevent people from getting in. So
Right.
You could easily scale these walls if you were so inclined.
Yeah. I think we should go investigate, Malcolm says.
Okay.
All right.
So you actually, Malcolm, you have climbing.
Yeah, look at that.
All right. I'll watch the gate and the settling.
Okay.
I'm going in by myself? You're not going to come with me?
And I'll spot you. Well, oh.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. I can go look around. That's cool.
All right.
I'll go look around.
Well,
It's a peaceful place, right? You've been here before?
that's true. Yeah, it should be. But I'd be careful. Maybe I should come with you. Maybe
You're
lower
the
down
one
rope.
they know, yeah. I'll help you up once I climb up.
All right.
All right. I got a 5 on my climb check.
Okay. That's easily enough. You scale up the side, and there's enough space in the corrugated metal to get your hands in, clamber up to the top, and there is a crudely made kind of walkway along the inside of this thing. And as you hop over, you look down. The whole area itself the settlement is dominated by a couple of kind of like long row houses, not houses, but like kind of lodges. That are filled up, you're assuming, where people would live. And then there is a series, most of the space is taken up with greenhouses that seem to be full, like they're kind of homemade greenhouses, but there's a ton of them sitting, occupying about maybe 70% of the actual area. And then the rest of it is there's a fairly big kind of prefab built hangar that has some immobile vehicles in it. You can see that in front of the gate, as Diego described, there are two big, vans, like cube vans, that are parked in front of the thing, that are on bald and flat tires that have big sort of ropes, I guess, attached to the side of it that you're assuming are looks like they were attached to some kind of animal to draw the things back.
Mm.
But
There's no animal to be found.
No animals to be found here, no.
So I help Diego up the wall.
Okay.
And
oh yeah, okay, yeah. Help Diego up the wall.
Yeah. And then when he gets up to the top, I say, "Do you think they would have abandoned such a Nice settlement?
I said, not unless they had a good reason.
Yeah, what could cause men to abandon such a place? We better be very cautious.
Agreed.
Okay. What do you guys want to do? Oh, sorry, go ahead, Steve.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, I could use my we have investigation. I definitely have scrounging, which I definitely intend to use.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess first we should scan things, like with a notice.
Yeah, let's from up here, let's survey the area. Anything we can see, yeah.
The walkway, like the wall itself, seems to run around almost the entire length of the or diameter, I should say, of the where the sort of flat area that this is built on, and the walkway runs the entire length of it as well too. So you're able to.
Yeah, let's traverse the walkway and look in on the place as we go.
Okay. Why don't you guys make notice checks for me, please? Is Mel being left down in Celine Jean?
Yeah, it's probably easier to leave him down there. He's injured, right, Kev?
He what do you call it? He soaked that wound.
Oh, you just recover all? Well, you hit him a couple times.
I did.
Shaken and that stuff just goes away.
Yeah, shaken. You as soon as you make a spirit check, it's gone.
Oh, okay.
Wounds take longer to heal if you don't soak them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just that while you're wounded, and if you're wounded, I think for each wound you take a -1 to all your rolls, and let's see here.
Yeah, let's leave him in the car.
-1 to your pace and all further trait tests. Once you reach 3, then you become incapacitated. You're not necessarily dead, but you're too beaten, battered, or bruised to do anything useful.
Okay.
While you're incapacitated, you make an immediate vigor roll, and that'll tell you how badly injured you are. So, how'd you guys do in the notice checks?
Oh, I didn't roll yet.
7.
Thinking about. Once again, a 3. Malcolm, he never really notices anything. That's sort of his thing. He's just always, he's looking for God in the cracks instead of people.
He's the nega Gorgosh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Malcolm, you can't see anything. Diego, how'd you do in your notice?
7.
7, okay. What you guys can tell as you sort of are making your way around the walkway is a couple things. Is you can hear the sound of sort of like the wind blowing. You can hear the sound of your footsteps as you're making your way along this wooden plank, and you can hear the sort of bang, 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 bang. Of a door that's been left ajar somewhere in the greenhouse area. At least that's what it sounds like. But from that initial cursory thing of looking around, you cannot see anything.
Let's approach cautiously.
Okay, well, where do you want to approach?
Towards the noise.
Okay, so you clamber down on one of the walkways, and you make your way towards the greenhouse. And the door has been left open. As you make your way down, you can see there are a couple shattered panes on the side of this that appear to have some dried blood on them. And in the...
Looking at the crap.
Say again?
I say you go ahead and finish, sir.
Have I finished story?
So you can finish first if you want. I just have a question, but you can finish.
You see the blood as you're making your way up towards. You see there is a door that's been left open, and it's sort of battering up against the the latch just isn't catching on it for whatever reason, so it's kind of battering up against the side of the greenhouse.
Do I see any like tracks in the sand or anything around any of the streets around the edges, so I can sort of tell what's happened? Have people dragged off, or is there blood all over the place? Or are there, like, when they marched off?
You don't actually have tracking. You're not trained in tracking, I don't think. So why don't you make a D? It's the same thing. Like untrained roll is always a D4 and your wild die -2 to the result.
D4 and wild.
You pointed out what you've seen. I'll try and roll too to see if I can.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty weak. So.
Well, I got a 1.
Yeah. My best roll is a 3. Yeah, I got a 1. Our tracking skills are subpar.
They're terrific.
That's all.
Okay, so you're looking down around and you can't see.
The blood smear reminds me of Barry, and that's all I get out of it.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, that's cool. Why don't you both make notice checks for me, though?
This I might. Awesome.
Is a 6.
6?
I got a 5.
Okay. So what as you're sort of looking for tracks, you can't make out. There's just either the wind blowing around or just it's too much mess on there. You're finding patches that are either perfectly smooth with no apparent track on them, or the ground is too hard and doesn't really leave any tracks, or areas where it's so messed up that it's tough to tell what anything is. You're looking around and you sort of push the door aside and step into the greenhouse itself, Diego. And as you get to you're looking around, you actually notice that whatever was growing in here was probably something hot, like corn or something that stands up fairly tall. And it looks like there's, from your vantage point, you think you see something weird in the middle of the room. Like in sort of the middle of the whole room is taken up by these corn stalks.
Right.
See in the middle of the sort of the not field but the growth area.
I stealth my way forward.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check for me. I'm going to give you +2 to for the cover.
7. Sorry, +2?
+2, yeah.
9.
Okay. So you turn to Malcolm and kind of like
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that and you start stepping your way quietly and carefully into the corn stalks. Malcolm, do you follow him?
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check for me, please.
Uh-oh.
Which you do not have, I guess. So.
I'm staying like a bit behind him, like so, like 8 feet or so, somewhere in that range.
The roll is a D4 and a D6 because you get +2 from all the cover. The net result for untrained is you roll D4, roll a D6, whichever's higher.
Oh. Nice. I got a 4.
Yep. So you start cautiously making your way in behind him as well. Diego, you can feel all the leaves of the corn field are sort of hitting up against you, and you're pushing it aside, and you're so carefully. You hear the rustling of the corn as you pass by it. It really isn't all that loud, but to you it sounds like the cymbals crashing. Carefully push your way through, unable to see through the thick rows of corn stalks until you get to right near the center, about 20 or so feet in, and you part. And what you see is that there is a maybe about a 50 or 70 foot wide area where At the edge of it, the corn stalks have collapsed in, and then right in the center is a churned up bit of earth, which has the rich black earth that the corn is planted in, mixed with the grayish sandy clay that lies beneath the surface of the Nevada desert. It seems that the earth is all churned up in here and collapsed down a bit.
Uh-oh. I guess we better carefully approach and investigate.
Okay. You step forward and kind of, step in, and the earth, as you take one or two steps in closer, it starts to, sink in. You're able to, you sink down in that first step up to your knee. The next step, if you take a next step forward, is even deeper. And you have to, please make an agility check for me.
This is when you get to the very center?
No, this is just stepping into it at the edge.
Oh, the corn.
No, roll a 6.
Where at the edge of this thing, there's a big circle that's now just, there's no corn there, it's just churned up earth that sort of is in a divot, and it's 50 feet across, and at the edges is the corn that's collapsed into the thing.
Oh, I see, okay.
Yeah, so how'd you roll it, Steve? 10?
6.
So you step forward, and then you kind of, as you take a second step, it would be forcing you to fall forward into this mud. So you kind of grab one of the corn stalks that still is anchored, and you catch yourself. Mal, you finally make your way through the what do you call it? The corn, and you see Diego has his hand kind of back, and he's kind of preventing himself from falling into this depression that I've described to you.
I'll grab his hand and help pull him out of it.
Okay, so you're able to do that. He pulls you out of the mud. Yeah.
Well, I don't know
what the fuck is this?
What's going on, man?
Do you have any idea what could make some kind of a hole like this?
And leave it like it's quicksand? What kind of creature would do this?
Both make smarts checks for me. Common knowledge.
Smarty. Oh, boom, boom. 2 explosions.
Smarts, you said, Kev?
Yes. To sort of remember in Savage Worlds, to reflect the kind of do I know this? Do I not know this? You just make a smarts check, and that's your common knowledge check.
Right. Okay. Oops.
10.
10? Okay.
I got a 5.
Steve, you've heard stories of what do you call it? Of road travelers, and this is going back years. I mean, before the last war, before Judgment Day, there were these things called rattlers that were essentially like giant underground worms that would burrow their way through the toughest stone and earth, and could kind of chase down communities and whatnot, but and kind of burst up through the earth like this. The diameter of this thing seems to be about right. These things are supposed to be about 150 feet long, and they've got, in the middle of their maw, they've got these long tentacles that go out, snatch their prey, and pull it back underground for them.
Some fucking tremors.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can you feel tremors when they're coming?
With a roll of 10, yeah, the reason they're called rattlers is because when you hear them, when you know they're coming underground, is because the pots and pans will start rattling on the shelves. And when they get very close to you, they say even your back teeth will start rattling.
Oh, fuck. Now, I don't think that these things that you're describing to me would take prisoners. I think that your friends are gone. We should get fuel.
Dear, are they on their way?
Yeah. We should get the supplies that we need, I think, and get out of here.
Let's do it.
Okay. What I'm going to get you to do is...
He wants to use his scrounge roll so bad.
Oh, yeah, no, you're gonna scrounge. I'm just checking to see how long it takes you to scrounge.
What is it called? I don't see it. Where do you have scrounge?
Scrounger.
Scrounger is
an edge.
You make it a notice check. It's his one of his edges.
Oh. Oh yeah, I see it now.
Scavenging. There we go. Okay, so to fully pick this place over, it will take 1d6 days.
No, but we're just okay. We just want gas.
If you want to look, okay, here's what the other options are. You can kind of pick one of the buildings and take one of the. I'll say everywhere other than the greenhouses, like the shacks and the what do you call it? The hangar will take you 3d6 hours.
All right.
A +2 to your scavenging rolls.
Oh yeah. The shops or the hangar? Hangar?
Have you ever gotten gas from these people before?
Yes.
Do you have any idea where they keep the gas?
Unfortunately, it's not kind of. These places would probably hide them. So you kind of have to, for the purpose of the scavenging and scrounging stuff like that, you can't really metagame it well, I would be looking in X place. It's all abstracted to kind of you roll, and from the roll tells you how much shit is around or whether it's well hidden or whatever.
Okay, I see.
Okay, because
it's like they might have buried the gas tank under any of these buildings.
Exactly. Yeah, like they may have taken, or they probably took, precautions that if they did get raided, they would keep all their spook juice hidden, or whatever. What I will let you do though is, for the spook juice at least, let me see what the rarity is here.
I'm just saying, like that's like the only thing we're targeting. We're not like rooting through like people's bedrooms and. No, but it's what the scavenging is it's right. That's what shows you what you sort of come across. Right. Okay.
So let's see your spook juice. Spook juice is common. So why don't you make one of you will make a streetwise check. The other one can assist.
Okay.
Remember, if you're not trained in it, you're rolling D4 and your wild die and subtracting 2.
Mine's D6. What's yours?
You're rolling. I don't have streetwise.
Okay, you're assisting.
If you get a 4, if you get a success, Jeff, then you get to add gets +1 or more on a raise.
That is not a very good roll. I'm feeling a little tense. I'm gonna. Oh.
7.
7, nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. 7 is with a raise. No, it isn't a raise. Sorry, it's just one. So, yeah.
Do I don't get 2? I don't get any more?
No, I rolled a 3.
Okay.
You get a. Well, you get +2 to your roll too, Steve. So actually, you do get a raise.
9, nice. That's right.
Okay, so you find 14 gallons of spook juice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
14 gallons.
And that's in the course of scrounging. Can you roll 3d6 for me, please?
Yes, I can. 6. Blam. That is. Do they explode?
No, because you. This is how many hours. You don't want them to explode.
13.
13. Okay. So it does take you quite a while to actually find this stuff, but in the course of doing this, I will let you guys both make notice checks. You get +2 to the notice check, and Steve, you get to add your scrounger bonus to it as well.
Oh, and then we draw. This is where we draw cards to see what we
Yes,
found?
where you see what you found.
Okay. All right, notice. Me and you aren't friends, notice. I thought I rolled a 6. I got a. Oh, I got +2, right?
Yep.
So I got 6 total.
6 total. Okay.
I found something.
That 10 is including your +2 and your +2 from Scrounger.
7.
7 is the best you rolled with a +4.
Yes.
Ugh. Do you want to spend a Benny? You want to take that?
See that? Yeah, I'll take it, Benny.
Okay.
Benny. Woo!
Yeah, that was terrible.
Swing, Benny. The 6 explodes, right?
It does.
Okay. Kaboom! That is 10.
10 plus. Is that +4?
No, that would be 14.
14. Okay, there you go.
Nice. That's what you're looking for.
That's much better. Okay, so what you get is Mal, you find another $6 worth of scroungeable bits, and Diego, you get. Let's see here. It's 2. So I needed a fresh. Where's your scavenger? You get 2 cards worth. So first card. We'll shuffle it up here.
I can take either double money or double cards.
You get double money and you get the cards.
Ooh, yeah.
Your money is a 7.
So what, you only get a card if you get a raise?
Yes. So you get $16 worth of scroungeable kind of random assorted stuff. And let's see here, Steve-O. You get 9 of diamonds.
9 of diamonds.
Roll 1d6 for me, please.
Aye. 6.
You find lock picks.
Nice.
And number 2 is 4 of clubs. Ooh. Roll 2d10 for me.
2d10.
I like this looting part of the game.
That is 10.
10. Okay, so you find 20 9mm rounds.
Nice.
20 times 9mm rounds.
Yep. Emmy.
Got it. Nice.
No.
So,
Emmy. Funny, she's not allowed to bark anymore, so now what she does is she kind of sits there and goes.
so cute.
It's essentially the dog equivalent of like the little kid, like I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you.
Yeah.
Man. So you find all that gear, and you find the 14 gallons of spook juice as well too, which will get you a little further. Actually, at 24, it's almost a half. It's almost a half tank. That's more than a half tank, which means that's another 150 miles. You're going to squeeze out of your.
Kevin, I feel obligated to do something for Nick.
Yeah.
There's no way we would have left him in the car for 13 hours while we were searching this place.
Absolutely. Talking to his father.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'd like you to do is make a notice check for Nick for me, please, and add a +2.
He would come and scrounge.
Absolutely.
Nick loves finding stuff.
Yeah.
It's like big part of his. Oh, nice. I'm gonna find something nice for him. So 9. He got an 11.
Whoa, you got a raise. Okay, so that means that.
I don't think he has any special.
He does not, but he does get with a raise. You get a 2d6. So he finds $4 worth of scroungeable assorted stuff, and his card is a Jack of Spades.
Nice.
Jack of Spades is roll 1d4 for me, please.
A D4.
No.
A 4.
4. Okay, so wow, he finds 4, and then roll a d12 for me, please.
Oh, wow, D12. That's awesome. He got a 1.
Yeah.
I guess that doesn't always mean it's the worst thing when it's scrounging.
No, this is just on these things. It's never. It's not necessarily good, bad. It's just that it's
distribution.
Identifies.
Yeah.
I was trying to find where this thing is. Let's see here.
Well, he found something that the DM has to look up. That's a good thing.
That's usually a good thing, yeah.
Hardcore.
Well, this is going to be a real good news, bad news thing for Nick and Dave. Yeah. Bad news, Dave. We got Barry killed. Good news, Nick. We found you something awesome out of the book.
Hey.
And it's funny.
Maybe I'll let him have my kill by that.
Okay, so it's funny. I actually said in that fucking email, I'm like, oh, we'll keep Barry alive.
No.
Did you say that?
I said I'll try to keep Barry alive. We'll do our best.
Funny.
I've already got written in ways. If we return to the Wasted West again, I've already got a pre-written way to bring him back, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it will be. I think a pretty cool return. If your characters are being NPC'd, they never die. They may be inconvenienced or out of the picture for a little bit, but they won't die. That's not fair.
Yeah. Just undeadify.
Yeah, exactly. You're harrowed. Hooray! Okay, so what he's found is 4 flashbang grenades.
Wow. Those sound right up his alley.
Yeah.
That was probably a prized possession of someone here in the village.
Yeah, it was probably in near where sort of the maybe when he saw you looking in sort of near the armory or what passes for the armory, Steve. Then he came over and started looking around too, and you found that box of ammo, and you're like, sweet, 20 rounds of ammo. And then he's like, rattling around in some box, opens it up, and he's like, that's pretty good. This is better. So, okay, so he's got, and basically the way the flashbangs work is it's large burst, so it affects 2d6 people in an area, and they must make a vigor roll at -4 or be shaken.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's good, right? Like, get them pre-shaken means they're easier to take out.
Exactly. Or they're, at the very least, they're not acting for a round.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
It's a cool little item.
So in the course of sort of looking around as well, too, what you guys notice is that there, in the shop in particular, there are a couple spots where it appears that some kind of actually, let me confirm that this is the case here. I don't want to speak out of turn. Oh yeah, there is some kind of caustic, disgusting substance that has been poured or thrown or spewed onto some of this. Like there's a workbench that's basically corroded away into a disgusting puddle. There is a spot on one of the walls where it has likewise been completely corroded, and you're fairly certain you see at least 2 bloodstains, or sort of like and sizable bloodstains in the in the hangar, and there's a third spot which appears to be it's not blood. It stinks, and it's not. It's similar to blood, but it's not human or animal blood. What are you gonna do? So by now it's getting down close to evening.
Well, Malcolm,
while I'm searching. What's that?
Go for it. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna add something while I was searching. Did I encounter during any of this time at someone's bathroom or?
There's probably some kind of privy.
Or
near the side.
Was there like a place that a hand washing place or whatever?
In the Wasted West, probably not.
Nothing. Okay.
I mean, there may be. What are you looking for?
Just if there was somewhere where I could wash my hands that
you would be able to find it probably in the what do you call it? The homes. You may find something there. There's got to be a well somewhere in here where they're drawing water from.
Okay, because Malcolm would kind of do like a little ritual and wash his hands, and he's kind of doing this ritual like saying a prayer for Barry, washing his hands of the blood, and kind of he does it to try and keep Barry out of his nightmares.
Okay.
It's sort of like a little personal meditation thing. So.
Okay.
He would have spent a little bit of his time doing that during our 13 hours.
Okay, so yeah, you'll poke your head in into the one of the quarters, and you actually see you can, as you're sort of looking for the wash basin and some water, you find some water still standing there. It's a little it's got some particulates in it now, and it's clearly been sitting for a little while, like a few days at least. But you see some of that same like burned by some kind of caustic, sticky substance. You see the same telltale marks inside here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So evening is upon you. When you guys finally find the spook juice, there appears to be floodlights in here, and there is a generator that powers it. If you guys find in the hangar, you want to? Are you planning to spend the night here, or are you gonna hit the
Malcolm
road?
suggests that it's safer to hit the road and drive a few miles from here and camp the way we would have normally camped.
Okay.
And not stay here.
Okay. Fortunately, you did do a terrific job of driving a. Oh, actually, you know what? And yeah, you'll want to only drive. None of the rest of you guys know how to drive acetylene gene, or at least not know how to drive it without potentially causing some problems for it. And it's getting nighttime, so Diego gets a little sleepy.
Right. Nap time.
Nap time.
Let's just curl up here, guys.
You want to stay here?
And we can,
Diego wants
sure,
to camp here?
and then we can search another building in the morning, and then we can go.
All right. I think that you're tempting the DM to get us eaten by a giant worm, but...
With the three of you here, you could, if you put your backs into it, you could probably pull those things out of the way.
And get acetylene gene inside the wall?
Yeah, if you so chose.
Oh yeah, we don't want to leave your car outside the wall.
No. Yeah? No?
You're the driver. I mean, all you have to do is say you're too tired, and there's really nothing that...
That's right.
It's basically your decision.
Here's what happens: is that if If one of you guys drive the vehicle, you make your roll. Yeah, I'll make you make a driving roll. If you fail, then Acetylene Gene gets a level of fatigue that Diego has to deal with with an hour of repairs. If you don't do that, then it starts taking wounds, which are more expensive repairs. So just to say what the consequences are, you're not like, oh my God, I can't figure out how to drive this. Like, you can figure out how to get the thing going and point in the right direction. There's very few things to actually hit out here. It's
right.
Just what you're going to be doing is making that roll, and you're sort of, not able to account for, oh shit, there was a rock I hit. Oh shit, there was a boulder I hit.
Right, or there's some bad washboard or any little thing that would possibly do some damage to the car.
Exactly.
By being good at driving, you avoid that stuff, and when you're bad, you just straight into the pothole.
Right. Well, I feel like whatever those things are, they're probably long gone now. All the people here are gone ages ago, so we're probably safe tonight. We're probably safe as here as anywhere.
All right. Malcolm is very, very unsure.
So you're what do you call it? By the time you get the vehicle pull or the things pulled back, I'm going to say there's at least one moment where you guys turn your back and Diego kind of falls asleep at whatever you're doing. You're like, hey, come on! I'm coming. Diego, you could quite handily sleep in the Acetylene Gene. Where are so I mean, it's up to the other guys whether they leave you there or whether or whether whether they leave you there and go and sleep somewhere else.
I don't think that Malcolm would have any trouble sleeping in someone else's bed.
Nope. It certainly wouldn't be the first time.
No, and I 100% know that Mao would have no problem with going in someone else's bed, so we'd probably find some bed somewhere in there.
Actually, why don't you roll 1d6 for me?
Okay.
Mao actually doesn't. He does sleep, but it's a very minimum or minimum.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 1.
He only needs 1 hour of sleep tonight.
Holy shit! He's not very tired.
Nope.
He must be bored as shit while we were sleeping.
Well, he does talk to Ember, the giant Gila monster.
Oh, right.
He talks to his father sometimes, too.
Okay, we'll say he has a very eventful night.
Okay.
Lots to talk about.
Right.
He just won't shut up about the flashbang grenades.
Damn, hold on. Whoa.
He just thinks that finding those was like the highlight of like the last 6 months.
He's going to bring the brilliant, what do you call it, flash of his father.
And Kevy's working on finding a way to have them attached to his belt.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I mean, I'm going to let him make a while you're sleeping. I'll let him make another scrounging check. It'll be at certainly a less bonus because he's not having the same amount of time.
Right. Okay.
He'll search maybe through the greenhouses. So.
Okay. So notice he got a 5 this time.
5. Okay, actually is enough. So he does find another $7 worth of tradable goods. Yeah, saleable bits. So that's good for him. Okay, then I also need for you, Malcolm. It's I guess a mixed bag. It is incredibly nice to actually have a bed to sleep in.
Yeah, absolutely.
But nighttime always brings problems. So why don't you make a spirit roll for me? See if you have your night terrors tonight.
Spirit roll. Do I? Oh yeah, I still get the wild dice, right?
You do, yeah.
Come on, big money, big money. Ritual worked. Come on. A 4.
Nice. Okay, that's good enough. So while you do have your, of course, your nightmares tonight, you what do you call it? You're not woken up screaming and traumatized. Apparently, the prayers and so forth that you did for Barry did get you through the night. So
I'm gonna say that Barry forgave me in my dream.
nice. Okay. Awesome. Let's take just a quick 2 minutes here, guys. I just want to go to the washroom.
Sure.
Go.
Yo, calm down. Hey, get your food. Annie, get your food. Get your food, honey. Hi there. Hello. Come on. Come on. How's the weather been in Winnipeg? Or in Morgan, I should say.
It's been pretty crazy hot for a while, and then now we've had rain the last little couple days, and it's cooled off. So.
Same for us. Yeah.
Yeah. We had a lot of smoke issues going on.
Oh, I heard. Yeah. We had a bit of haze here, but my parents were out here last week, and they said it wasn't nearly as bad out as what it was in Winnipeg.
Oh yeah, we had
it smelled like here.
Crazy smoke.
Block out the sun.
The smoke was blocking out the sun.
It did cool Vancouver off. Like it reeked one day of smoke. Like it was it was stifling, almost choking one day.
Yeah, shit. You guys had your own forest fires, right?
Yeah, the cloud over the island was the size of the island, bigger.
Oh shit! Yeah, so we had there's been fires in northern Saskatchewan too, Steve, out here. So and it's been blowing to both Alberta and Manitoba.
Yeah, it was so the smoke was so thick here that in the evening, by 6 o'clock even, you could look at the sun.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just orange, and you could actually look at it, which is crazy.
My parents were commenting how much later it was light here than it was in Winnipeg. And I didn't at the time. I was like, well, we're not that much. We're kind of, I think, at the same latitude, so that didn't make sense to me. But I guess that's that must be it. Is that it's because the smoke was so fucking thick in Manitoba that the sun was just as soon as the sun started going down, it was gone.
Well, and in Calgary, which edge of the province is it on? Is it on the west edge?
Calgary is closer to the west, yeah.
And Winnipeg is I'd say slightly east of off center.
Yeah.
Winnipeg is pretty far east for our time zone, because isn't Saskatchewan the same time zone?
Saskatchewan's its own time zone because it's fucked up that way.
Okay.
I think usually the same.
I think it would have a little bit to do with the relation, the actual positioning within your time zone.
Yeah, I guess because we're on Mountain Time, but I have no idea how. Yeah, I imagine Edmonton was worse, and from actually it was because I had questioning with another lawyer who said that it was Edmonton was much worse than what Calgary was during the week prior to my parents coming, prior to Stampede, I guess.
Because technically within each time zone there is an hour difference.
Yeah.
Roughly. No, it actually must be exactly. If you are on the most east edge of the time zone compared to the most west edge, you would get an extra hour of sun.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, you would, I guess. Yeah. So
your sunrise would be, you'd lose it in the morning and have it in the evening instead, or whatever.
Yeah.
You get the same many hours of sun, but.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey, come here. Emmy, no barking.
So, Jeff, how do you like my new and improved Calgary Flames?
And come here.
How do you like my new and improved Calgary Flames?
Yeah, they're looking pretty good this year.
I know. Can't wait. They're going to be the best Canadian team, I think.
Yeah, it's possible. Well, I can tell you right now, it's not going to be Toronto.
Mind you, Winnipeg has a lot of good young prospects.
Yeah, Winnipeg might be pretty good this year too. I'm hoping to see like the Canadian teams actually do something this year.
Okay.
Felt like a pretty weak season for them last year.
Okay.
Montreal did okay, but
Yeah.
So, we left with you guys going to sleep.
yes.
So you die.
Damn it.
Yeah. There were two choices there. There was sleep or not sleep. You chose wrong. So, yeah. No, I'm kidding. So you guys wake up, and Mao is still kind of talking to his grenades, and wandering outside sort of kind of like rooting around through things. There's still plenty of area to scavenge if you choose to do that. It'll probably, let's see here. Yeah, I think that it'll take you about 1d6 hours to scavenge the remaining area here. Actually, I'll say 2d6, and then that gives you a +1 to your notice check.
Nice. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so roll 2d6 when you do it.
You got the time there, Mr. Scrounger? Roll it up.
Oh, yeah, baby. Ba-boom! That's a 9 plus 2, so I get +3 altogether, 12.
No. You're remember, you don't want to roll high.
You're trying to roll the time, how much hours it's going to take us.
Yeah, if you just rolled your notice check, Steve, you can keep that number. You get a +1. You get a +2 from your scrounging and a +1 from the nature of the size of the place.
I did everything wrong. Let's start again. Roll 2d6. Boom, I just rolled a 5. 2d6.
Okay, so it takes you 5 hours.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and now go ahead and both of you guys roll your notice checks. +1 to the result.
Come on, 6. Malcolm needs to finally find something good. Yes. 10 for Malcolm. And Mal.
Boom.
He is also D6. And Malcolm got a 5.
Malcolm got a 5.
Oh, sorry, a 6 total with the +1.
Okay, so Malcolm got a 6. How did Mao do?
No, so Mal got a 6. Malcolm got a 10.
Hey, nice.
Yes.
Okay. So Mao gets $8 worth of scroungeables. Where the fuck did I put the character?
He was really focused on like looking for more grenades.
Absolutely.
He's just like there's got to be more grenades around here.
Grenades in here.
Got to be more grenades around here.
Okay. And so let's see here. There we go.
So I get +3 in total?
$7 more. So $7 more worth of stuff, and then Malcolm, your scrounging card is hey Queen.
Nice. My first scrounging card ever, and it's a Queen.
Roll a D6 for me.
A D6?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, wild dice. 4.
4. Okay, and then roll 3d12 for me.
3d12? Holy shit. These are non-exploding, I'm assuming.
Non-exploding, that's correct.
And a 12. 19.
So you find 19 12-gauge shotgun shells.
Nice. Does anyone have a 12-gauge shotgun?
I don't think so. No.
Hey, but they're good for bartering.
They are, yes. And Diego, how'd you do?
I was just taking pictures of my glorious sunset. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
No.
How'd you do in your notice check?
I rolled an 11. So do I add 3 to that?
Nice.
You rolled 11 plus 3, so it's 14. So that's a raise.
14.
So you get 4d6 worth of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got another $6 worth of tradables.
$6. Okay.
So you got $22 from total you found, and you get 2 cards. So your cards are a 5 of diamonds and a 6 of diamonds.
Oh yeah.
5. Go ahead and roll 1d6 for me.
1d6. I rolled a 6.
You find a pocket watch.
Pocket watch. Nice.
And the 6, roll 1d10 for me.
1d10. 4.
You find a canteen.
Canteen.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. You likewise, so you had no difficulties, no problems tonight. So yeah, you get up. You got your extra 15 gallons of spook juice.
Juicy.
Excuse me.
So the car can run on either gas, or do we always run it on spook juice?
Nope, either.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, what would you like to do then? You think that you should hit Ruby Valley sometime today?
Let's
Ruby
continue.
Okay. Okay. So, give me 1 sec here. Too far. Too far. Too far. Okay. So you guys are making your way. What do you call it? Through the sort of the northern edge of the mountains that'll lead you into to Ruby Valley. Base Camp 1 is sort of the first of the first sort of one of the staging sort of communities that leads into this area. As you are driving through, the road gets a little, I mean, it's a little rockier, but it's not. This is not the first time you've driven through this sort of area. Diego, I need you to make a driving check for me. See how you do today.
D10 plus a D6, yes?
Yes.
No, keep on.
8.
8. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so no problems with the. That's a raise as well. No issues with driving along. You go roaring around. The mountains begin to get the sort of the sandy waste behind you, kind of give way to the mountains, and you're driving, along. You get into the sort of greener area that is what do you call it? Close to where Ruby Valley is located. Now, as you as you pull in, though, it's green in here, but there is definitely a sinister kind of pall to the area. There is green everywhere, but it has the kind of green that you'd see in like algae-filled ponds or creeper-choked trees. There certainly is a lot of vegetation in here, but it's not a pleasant kind of feeling. And then you sort of get into the sort of eponymous valley that will lead you to Ruby Valley. and you sort of drive down, and you're making your way along. You've kept your eye on the rearview mirror and everywhere else. Here, though, the road's really not that bad. It's not terrible driving. One thing you should decide is you may remember that you heard that sort of the Crawler Queen's cult may have some sort of connection to this place, or may have some sort of involvement with this place. What's your plan for when you reach this community? Why don't you make common knowledge checks for me? So just let's see how much you know about Ruby Valley.
Yeah, I didn't have any
plan.
plan.
D4, right?
Yes, that's right.
I got a 2.
Wait, what? Did you say it's a D4?
Yes. No. It's your what do you call it? Your
smarts.
Your smarts. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. I know a 5.
7.
7. Okay. So once again, Diego, you've been by Ruby Valley is a oh, actually, hold up. Ruby Valley is actually it is a former testing facility or agricultural testing facility. It's basically one big building that has a bunch of has been subdivided into a place for community of let's see here, community of roughly 50 people to live. The folks who live here, though, are farmers, which isn't surprising for a place that was a former agricultural community. And yeah, one sec here. Yeah, it's a former, like I said, agricultural community. You don't know anything ill, good, or bad necessarily about this community. I mean, it's kind of like Base Camp 1 in that it's a place where you can get access to food and probably some very bare essentials, but they would more trade the food to get the other things. So. Getting things like spook juice or machinery and stuff like that, that's probably not something they're willing to part with cheaply. But you never know either. It's a big enough community that it probably has a trading center, or like every place has that kind of like the guy who's there to do the wheeling and dealing and whatnot.
Can you remind us, Kev, of why we've come here? What the whole greater story is?
Yeah, what it's in sort of a parallel to what's going on in the Tyranny of Dragons campaign. You guys all had a connection to this cult of the Crawler Queen. It seems to be. Your involvement is that it's probably it is something that seems to have been taking people. There have been rumors that people will join the cult and then they'll just be gone. They'll disappear from town. And the rumors you've heard is that the screams coming from sealed steamer trunks that are being dragged out of town in the back of vehicles probably aren't going willingly.
Right.
Now so that's how you sort of got involved with it is like this is a supernatural evil that needs to get put down.
Right.
And Diego's family was wiped out by these guys. They were another kook, kind of thing that needed to have weapons or supplies or whatever else run out to them, regardless of the manner. And they would transport some of these trunks for them. And when his father decided to finally look into one and found a child in it, he decided that maybe we shouldn't be in this business and try and find something different. The cult felt differently and eliminated all of them before they could really disappear. Diego, actually, why don't you tell me, Steve, how did Diego survive that whole cleansing?
Well, he used his stealth to sort of hide underneath the cars and shuffle his street smarts to shuffle the way out of there. But he just sort of, he used his battle smarts to maneuver around sort of the hunters and just sort of get lost in the crowd, and then he got lucky, basically.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to suggest is that one of your brothers, both you guys got into acetylene gene together. You being the better driver, him being the better shooter. He got in the back. So you guys kind of drove and shot your way out, and it wasn't until you were miles away that you realized that your brother had been shot through the head.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So, and the last word you kind of heard him say was that the gun jammed. And you never heard him. You had assumed for the couple miles that you drove that he was trying to unjam it. When he finally, pulled over and took a look, he was slumped over with part of his head missing.
Mm-hmm.
So
the image just forever burned in my brain.
Sorry?
The image is forever burned in my brain.
Yes, so that's and because of sort of your contacts in the community, that's where you heard that there was something going on. Either they're connected to, or they're planning a raid on, or they're making use of some contacts at the thing. It's a spot you can go to get what do you call it? To get a step closer to dealing with this thing. And you guys had maybe met over watered down beer in Junkyard. Junkyard's the sort of the largest. It's where Salt Lake City used to be, and it is the sort of largest semi-safe place to meet up.
Cool.
Okay, so does that help? So with that in mind, that's sort of where we are. What are your sort of plans when you get to Ivey Valley?
Well, I think we would have been talking about it. I don't know. Are we trying to infiltrate this cult? Like, we can't obviously just take them on the nose.
True. Good question. I guess try to scope them out, try to find their weaknesses. Case to join out.
Diego, that there are some, like, it's people, humans who are not mutants, who are sort of involved with this. That is one thing where it distinctly differs from say, the Doombringers or Doomsayers cult that Barry is part of. Barry is a mutant who's sort of mutant kind and human kind living together in peace. The Doombringers, the cult of that king of Las Vegas, he is mutant only, humans die. These guys, while they don't seem bent on destroying mutants, they have absolutely no value for them.
Right.
We have to consider some disguises.
Well, why? Oh, they know you?
No, I just mean like either way to get around.
Mao has the ability to cast that mask spell.
Right.
Spell, but mask, he can. It's 3 power points plus 1 for each extra person to create a change the appearance, which lasts for 10 minutes, and he can extend it for 1 power point per 10 minutes.
Oh, so it's not very long.
No, but that's our window.
Wait, hold on. Three of us costs him 5 power points.
Yeah.
He gets 10 minutes for that. He has 10 more power points when he's... After a rest, you get them back?
You recover 1 power point per hour.
Okay. He'd have them all.
Yeah.
So
Let's
10.
what Mao looks like as well too.
Yeah.
He doesn't need his guys.
No,
So that is.
Friends. So what's You've had time to talk us over. What are you guys kind of thinking is the?
Yeah, that's what we're kind of deciding.
Yeah.
Our mutant is gone, so I mean, in a way, it was a blessing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, except he's undead.
Yeah, Mao looks sallow. He stinks unless he pickles himself with his whiskey, in which case he smells like a stinky drunk.
Yes.
Well, my point was that we have just 10 minutes short of 2 hours of disguise. That's what my math told me.
That's fair enough. That's good. We can do lots of that. But for now, should we just go into case the joint? Just pose as travelers looking for spook juice?
Yeah, like or just with goods to trade.
Yeah.
I have these shotgun shells.
Right. I do have a shotgun.
Oh, you do have a shotgun.
I do.
Ooh. And you've got a, what do you call it? Kevlar vest.
That's true.
Well, my friend.
Get a little trade in here?
Yeah, we should probably make a trade.
Do you want to see? I can tell you what it's in the player's handbook or the player's book I sent you guys, but I can tell you what the comparative value of these things are if you care.
Malcolm would probably be okay if he was taking a financial difference. I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's see here. And this isn't to deter the inter-party trading. I dig that you guys are finding stuff on your own and then horse trading amongst each other. A Kevlar vest is worth $750.
Wow.
And shotgun shells are worth $2 a piece.
And how many did I have? 30, 29?
You have 19.
Oh, 19.
You have $13 to your names as well.
That's hilarious.
You got those canned meals.
Oh, I can't trade my food.
Yeah.
No. If I don't have enough money, I don't have enough money. That's just the way it is.
All right. Well,
in fairness, the Kevlar vest, depending on what his streetwise rule is, it's only going to sell for between, let's see here, $375 at the most, and about $185 on the low end.
Well, I might be able to trade it for some gas.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't try to make this trade with him. If we had some knowledge of the value of these things, like even just roughly, we wouldn't even suggest it.
Yeah, no, that's. Hey! Hold on, see Jaden's home. Hey, no barking. One sec, guys, I'll be right back. Come here, Emmy.
There's someone following us tonight?
Hey!
What's that?
Hey! No barking.
Anyone watching the show tonight?
Oh, I don't know. Did you go check?
No.
I don't really know how to get there.
Emmy, no barking.
It's like Dunnegan.
This way.
So you gonna go see Ant-Man this weekend?
Well, I do want to see it. I don't know if I'll go to the theater just yet. You?
Hey.
I don't know if I'll go this weekend. Maybe. I'm pretty interested to see it.
I do want to. I love the sort of evolution of the Marvel universe.
Yes.
I'm pretty stoked about Suicide Squad.
Sorry, guys. Okay. She's getting better. She only barked twice tonight, right?
Yeah, not bad.
Right.
I was looking at some of the older podcasts. It was a lot worse before.
Oh yeah, she was barking a lot when you first got her.
Yeah. Okay, so so the plan then to just go into the community and just act like nothing's strange.
Yeah, like act like we're not like gonna bust in there and be like, all right, where's this cult, and just start scoping it out.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, what's that, guys?
I was just gonna say I'd like to go to the store before they close at midnight tonight.
Oh,
so I'd like to stop a little bit before midnight.
Sure. It's 22 right now. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You know what we'll do is let's do. What time do you need to finish then? Is it like you need
I
to
don't know.
9 minutes then, right?
Yeah, at least.
You know what? She's honestly flipping out right now, so it would be if I could take her for a walk early, that's fine. So
I don't know if we would really get much more out of this entering the town than just sort of arriving here right now.
Yeah. So what we'll do is what do you call it? We will cut the scene with you guys are. It's later in the day. The sun, because you're in a valley at this point and you're heading eastward, the sun is now setting behind you guys. As you're rolling along on the road, you can see Ruby Valley is coming up ahead. Remember you found that bowling ball dangly thing that in the mall, Steve?
Yep.
You're kind of, is it one or is it two?
I like the balls banging together. Yeah.
Okay, so you're driving along and they're kind of sitting there, and you see kind of and you're like, what the? Can you make a notice check for me, please?
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I drove swimming through the water. Want to find out where the bubbles come from? It's 5.
5. Okay. So you're about maybe an hour and a half or so away from from Ruby Valley at this point. The road, you're not sure if it's the road or something's wrong with the car, but like it's kind of there's something that's kind of making it rattle along. And the road, I mean, it's not fucking clear, but it shouldn't be rumbling this much. And you look in the rear view mirror, and for a split second, you see the road splits apart, and this sickly kind of all you see is sort of like this bit of flesh pulp up inside it, up along, and this grayish beige, like a beige gray hide kind of crests out of the top of the road, splitting the tarmac, and then it goes back under, and it seems to be going and going and going and going until you see the tail kind of flick underneath. You turn to the guys and you say, "We got a rattler on our tail."
Oh, fuck.
And that's where we're going to leave it for the session. So, for those listening at home, thanks so much for joining us for the Live from the Sword Coast podcast. Again, if you have any questions or whatnot, please don't hesitate to drop us a line in the comments below. Otherwise, we will see you again in 2 weeks' time.